Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo.
Oh man, I like that, bro. I like that. I like hearing myself. That's dope. That's dope right there. We're about to get this thing going. As you can see, we are right at the end of the ish part of 8:30, so we got to get it rocking and rolling. Be a part of it, 404-500-1605. Go on, give us a call. You ain't got a call yet, but if you want to, call and say hi. Go ahead and do that. But while we're giving to do, our little recap of our week, you can go ahead, and push that button and, share this thing. Angelo, what is it?
Tell a friend, tag a friend, tell a friend, tag a friend.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Not now, but right now. Go on, get that handle. While we're doing our little recap of the week, Angelo, a.k.a. Mr. Lowdown, Mr. Sit Down at Uptown himself.
What's out there now?
Black history in the building. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm Gucci, man. I'm Gucci, man. I can't complain at all, brother.
How was your week?
Good week overall. This past weekend, we did, 2 shows at Traditions. Friday night show at Tradition was pretty good. Saturday night was good. Friday night overall wasn't great. It's weekend, but it's that time of the year, man, where it starts becoming iffy, in club season. You just don't really know what to expect when it comes down to May, June, early July. it gets iffy. So, people start planning for the vacations and out of school and graduation.
Yep. You know
what I mean?
Just got through prom, so
yeah. So it's that little iffy period, man.
Yeah.
And the other part is, it's when the tax money runs out.
Y'all got to stop going for them taxes so early, people. Y'all need to wait, hold off for a second, and take a little time. Let them taxes come in now. You're doing good. You're sitting good for your summertime. Don't you get it right at what? When you file right in January, and then you got it in February. Now here it is, summertime about to start, and all them sweaters that you bought for the winter can't even use because you bought them in February. It was cold then. Not saying it ain't cold now. We're in Atlanta. Well, this weather.
Yeah, man. But overall it was good. I can't complain, man. Winding down. This coming Thursday, Aspen gets his master's in accounting. So, so real excited about that, man. He finished up with straight A's throughout his master's program as well. So, I talked to an old friend of mine today, Thomas Mason, man. He's coached with me. I coach his son, and he asked me questions, like some of y'all guys know, man, how the boys doing, man? I just, I just be like, man, I can't be more proud, man. You don't want to sound braggadocious when you say it, but, bro, I just can't be more proud, bro.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, and you've had to do it 4 times.
Man, I just be excited, man. You know what I mean? So, Alec just finished up his semester with straight A's,
And what's crazy is that, there's gonna come a time when we're not even gonna be able to get those updates. Some cats gonna be long and gone. They ain't gonna be calling y'all, and they're gonna be rolling.
Yeah, man, that's true, bro. You know what I mean? I remember when you made that statement. I remember when dude Sean said, man, it's gonna get to that point where we had no more kids to coach, man. At the time, I just couldn't even fathom what he was talking about. But then it's like, dang, I don't know more kids to coach. You know what I mean? At least mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you say that statement right there. It's like,
yeah.
Because, bro, do y'all realize? I don't know if y'all realize this or not, just because of the dates. But we're in May, bro. We just celebrated New Year's yesterday.
It was quick. It was
and
majorly quick.
May.
We're in May. You're right.
Junk is bananas, man.
Again, I told you, stuff started popping up on my phone about Mother's Day, and I'm like, what in the world? Why is Mother's Day stuff popping up? Because it's Mother's Day week. That's how quick it happened.
Bruh.
It happened quick, bro. Happened quick.
It's May, man.
Yeah.
I just blown away, man. When I just sat back and thought about it. I was like, man, we in May, man. This is absolutely crazy. So
that's where we at.
Yeah, man, it's a real thing, man. So like I said, that's where we at.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
How was your week, brother?
Man, my week was, it was really, it's quiet.
It's quiet.
Yeah. The wife is exploring. She's out in Africa,
Yeah, I saw her walking behind the lions.
Yeah, walking behind the lines. I had everybody hit me up asking me if it was AI. They was like, man, we've been counting her fingers to make sure it wasn't AI. But yeah, she is in Africa. She is in Gambia, doing her thing. She actually played with Bubbles and them today with some little monkeys or little chimps. They was taking food out of her hand and stuff like that. She did that today. Yeah. So it's been quiet. It's been enjoying my home. I can actually say I've went into my basement and have actually been able to play records as loud as I wanted to play.
As you want
yeah,
to.
I could sing the whole nine.
I can sing.
Yeah, the whole nine. So, miss the wifey, but boy, I'm gonna enjoy these next. Yeah, I think I got about 72 hours left. I'm gonna enjoy every last bit of it. I promise you. Yeah, but
I heard that.
But yeah, I know that she's ready to come home because she's reaching out a little more. You
Yeah.
know, my wife is the type. It's a hot 4 days, and after that, like cabin trips, 4 days, and she's like,
One more than me.
yeah, I'm ready to Yeah, I've been around these folks way too long, and so now she's in Africa. She got to talk to them. She don't talk to them. She ain't gonna talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, she's ready to come on back. So, but it's a dope experience for us. So hopefully I get over there next year. Still on my bucket list, but I didn't want to keep her from doing it or whatnot. So
Yeah. No, that's dope, man. It's definitely on my bucket list, man. And it looks like it's she's having a good time, and I mean that's definitely where I want to go.
she went to the what they call Kunta Kinte Island.
And is that right?
Yeah, she went there, and the story is that they came back, the Europeans, they came back and try and burn down the buildings and stuff to get rid of the evidence that they actually came and stole black people or whatever. So, but some of the stuff is still there. And she got a lot of pictures and videos and everything. So,
and just imagine that full circle though for you when you go there to see, go to Kunta Kinte Island, and then the fact that you and I when was in Maryland,
that's
where
what
he
I
arrived at.
That's what I told. I said,
That's
I said we was actually in Maryland where he actually arrived at. So now. It's a stamp on it. I got to do it now.
Got to do it now.
I got to do it now. She was asking, "You want to come next year?" I'm like, I don't know. I might want to go someplace else, but now I got to go there now because of the simple fact that, I remembered what we saw, whatever. But
yeah, man.
But and she's in Gambia. She started off in what is it? Senegal. Yeah, she started off in Senegal for a day, because that's where they flew in at. Then they went to Gambia, and they leave Gambia Thursday night, going back to Senegal, get on a plane there, get that 8.5-hour flight back, to New York or whatever. So
it's dope.
But when she told me she was going to Kunta Kinte Island, I was like, yo, I mean, as soon as she said it, the first thing I thought of, Unc having us up there in Maryland, where Kunta Kinte actually, put his feet down over here and all that good stuff. So
absolutely.
But yeah, I got to tell this story about my son. Hey, young lady, how you doing?
Hey,
Good
how
to
are
see
you doing?
Yeah, all right, good to see you. We gonna come to you shortly. But got to tell this story about my son.
Yes.
He ain't gonna like me telling this story, but as you said, when people ask me about my son, I'm major proud of him.
That's
Was
what's
doing
up.
good, all that good stuff. Well, this weekend he finally had that moment that Dad told him he was gonna have. That when you're in the military, you do little games, little drinking games, especially when you're overseas, because it's just y'all. That's it. So the boy went out, and they went out some other city, got an Airbnb, went to the club, got towed up, doing what they do, taking shots and all that type stuff. And he got back. His thing is, when he gets back from going out, once they get out of their Uber or rideshare, he don't like to walk to the building. He likes to run to the building.
Okay.
He likes to run to the building. He said he think he can get there faster, and because walking he's gonna stagger. Running he could just go.
Okay.
Well, they weren't he didn't realize that they wasn't at his usual barrack, his usual home. So he took off running in the wrong direction.
Okay.
His friends was like, yeah, we was waiting on him to come back, and then he turned the corner. It was like, whoa, where'd Drew go? Well, long story short, he ended up losing his balance and, face plastering into the ground and everything. So I told him, I said, man, you're going to have a moment where you're going to get way too far, and it's going to have you to a moment to where you're not going to want to drink for at least 2 or 3 weeks. It happened.
It happened.
It happened. Yeah, he's
Happened to the best.
Yeah, he's alcohol free right now. He's not drinking. He's not drinking right now. He said, Dad, the last thing I remember was he said the bartender came to me. He said, hey man, you got to try this drink. It's my specialty. Everybody loves it. You're going to love it. It's going to make you feel so good. In this big ass black cup. He said it was water.
For real?
It was water. Yeah. Yeah, and he said it was pretty damn good. That's the last thing he remembered.
Dang.
That's
Wait a minute.
That's the last thing he remembered. So he was there.
In his mind, it was water.
No, it was water.
It was water.
Yeah.
And he drunk it all.
Yeah.
And he
drunk
was still. So the bartender was trying to get him to come
it.
down.
Yeah, those are
The
good
bartender
bartenders.
knew
He was
it was
already gone.
he was gone.
Yeah, that's what you call a good bartender.
Wow.
You know, they can recognize when somebody need water.
Wow.
Yep. So proud he had that moment now. Instead of having that moment when he get a little older, I'm glad he had it now. So now he know the lessons, of just doing just a little too much. Yeah. So still proud of him. He recognizes his faults. So he lost an earring. I think he lost a necklace.
Oh,
So that's another
a
reason.
necklace?
Yeah.
That's
man.
one of them homies.
Yeah.
Because how you losing?
Oh, when you fall, you fall. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You gonna just fall out of your necklace?
Oh, you can, your neck
can
can
happen,
pop.
though.
Yeah. Like that.
Right, over your head.
That choker around your neck.
Yeah,
Let you tense that neck up too much. It'll pop off.
it will, but it's a choker.
Like I said, they can pop off. Yeah. Tell
I
you
don't
ain't
see how
nobody.
no chain, no regular necklace.
So,
I be
young
mad.
lady, we ain't seen you in about 2 weeks or whatever. How
one
was-
week.
Well, I mean, we ain't see you last week. So the week
1 week.
before, so the week before that makes it 2. So how was your?
What happened the week before?
You
Were
was
y'all
here
not
the
on?
week before, but
Oh,
we didn't
yeah.
see you last week. So yeah,
Right.
both of them together. Guess what that comes up to?
No, JT, your math
I
is
know
not
you're gonna
math.
do some research. I don't.
Your man did
Yeah, I don't want you to do no research over. Don't go.
I only been out 1 week. 1 week. 1 week.
Okay, so
So
how-
yeah,
how
I
was
see
your
what
week?
you're saying. That you saw me 2 weeks ago,
Right.
but you ain't see me in between. Okay, that was low. Okay, we do the events.
So how was your week? 2 weeks.
I've been having a rough 2 weeks, y'all.
Oh. It is Mental Health Awareness Month.
I need tires, but I need money for tires. So if y'all want to cash out me,
that can wear on you mentally too.
oh my
get it.
goodness,
I get it. What up,
I'm
Frank?
Over it. Hey, Frank.
So I'm tired. I want to talk sweet, huh?
Hey, Frank.
I didn't want to.
Hey.
That's funny.
Don't
I
wanna go
drove to
there.
3 places. My tire, every
I saw
time
that.
my tire kept going all the way down to 18. They were like, ma'am, you need to stop driving on this. But I was like, do y'all have a tire? Oh, it's too expensive. I already needed another tire. So now I need two new tires. I tell y'all, it's hard out here
Well,
for a single woman.
yeah, I can dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. No, I ain't gonna go there.
What you want to say, JT? What you want to say?
I mean, most single women can get some tires. I'm just saying.
Well,
You
let's
get-
see how this works then.
you
Let
get-
me know how this works, JT.
You can get some tires. I mean, you can get some tires. I don't know if but you can get some tires if you really want some tires. I'm just
Hilarious.
What they do,
saying,
JT? You
Say
know,
what they
I need
do.
I need the information.
Educate
I
you.
need educate me.
just got to be willing to be understanding and open.
Oh, understanding it. Wait a minute, open.
Yeah, you got
What is open? Like a door? Mentally, what we
mean,
talking about here?
just put open in front of everything. When you open up a door, you're letting opportunity in, or you're stepping into opportunity.
Oh my goodness.
So again, just remember the word open.
Open. Okay, now. Right. Somebody just opened the door in the studio. Right. Okay.
Opportunity.
So
to come in.
open-minded,
Yeah, just open. Just remember
open-hearted.
Just remember open.
Open-hearted.
Yeah, just,
You said put open, so I'm just trying to
just
make sure I understand what's going on here.
Yeah, just open. So
Because these tires ain't going to buy themselves.
hey, yeah. How many you
Goodness
need?
gracious.
How many tires you need?
I probably need to just go on and get 4 if I got to be open.
Oh yeah,
If I got to be
yeah,
open-minded and open-hearted.
yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
I ain't mad at you. Go. Yeah.
Light-skinned cutie. What is he talking about? Help me out here.
Tell
Tell her how to get them tires.
Come here.
hey, you get them tires, shout out. Hey, most single women I know don't need no tires.
Well, I need to meet more single women because I don't know the game. I'm riding on a spur on both my cars. What's going on here?
All right, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, you being way too single out here. We gonna come back to that.
I'm a little too single.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what
a
it
little too
is.
single or something. We're gonna have to
I
come
can
back.
agree.
We're gonna come back to that.
I can agree with that.
So listen, y'all. Y'all know, we're fans of Prime. Deion Sanders. So of course we're fans of Shador, and I got to give a shout out to him because Shador actually went back to school and got his degree.
That's what's
That
up.
is majorly dope.
3.8.
Yeah, that is majorly dope for him to do that because, any of the athletes, college, especially football, because a lot in football don't, because of all that they give to the game, they don't, while they're in college, they never end up getting their degree. But for them to come back and do that, that's pretty dope. That's some good stuff. And hopefully, I know it won't, but it should shut some people up, but I know it won't.
It won't.
Still won't. They, it's, yeah.
They just gonna hate no matter what.
Yeah, still ain't gonna do it. So,
No matter what. Ain't no getting around that part.
on the sports front, not much to really talk. I mean, the playoffs, the NBA playoffs is going right now. We're not really into baseball with Classic Conversations until later on. Even though the Braves are kicking butt right now, they doing their thing. I don't look at baseball much, but I saw the highlights the other day, and I saw that they were something like 39-18 or something like that. Dwayne, right? 39-12 or something like that. They rocking
I'm
and
about to
rolling.
say Dwayne keeps up with the Braves year round. Shit, you caught on fast. Yeah, she caught on fast. That's hilarious.
Yeah, might as well get all four. That's for sure.
Well, it's been some really good basketball games. We started round 2. Round 1's officially over with, but we saw some real choke sandwiches. Boston Celtics, number 2 seed, choked them up.
Hold up, you're right. We're in Atlanta. We are in Atlanta, and I promise you, I really felt that the Hawks was. I didn't feel that they would win that series when I saw who they was playing against. But I also
Y'all cutting up in the comments. In the comments, it's going down.
Yes, it is.
That's hilarious.
Frank, you need a spanking.
Hey, Frank got a point though. But anyway, yeah, we live in Atlanta. And again, like I said, I thought Atlanta, I didn't think that they would win the series against the Knicks. I felt that they could get a win in a series, but when I saw it was the Knicks, I didn't think they could beat them in 7. But I thought it would go 7. I damn sure didn't think of an NBA game in the playoffs and the team wasn't a play-in team, that it would be a 60-point cushion during the game. Not at the end of the game. I'm talking in the game part of the game. When all the starters was playing, it was at one point, it was a 61-point lead in the game.
Yeah, true story. Couldn't believe it. Never seen that before. There wasn't much to talk about.
Yeah, it happened quick. Fast and in a hurry. I was amazed at that one. That was amazing. But we can't say that the Knicks don't mind giving out them same type of ass whips as everybody. Because the 76ers got the same thing done to them last. Didn't get to 61, but they was up 50 at one point. Wasn't it 40 maybe?
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see whether or not they can come out with that same energy. Seeing that like Dwayne said earlier, they came off a long 7-game series.
Yeah, that's one thing about the playoffs is unless it's the game like the Hawks where it's the closeout game, whether you win by 1 or whether you win by 41, it's still just one game. So you get to come back and do, but unless it's the deciding game, then you can't come back or whatever. So,
but the Magic was the biggest choke to me. To be up 3-1, to be up by 20-something points at
22
halftime,
points.
and then lose by almost 20 points when you had a chance to close out a team on your home court. I thought that was the biggest choke. And it cost the coach the job. They
I was
fired
about
the
to
coach.
say, this is why he was fired less than 12 hours after the game was over.
Wow.
Yeah, fired him.
They didn't even give, I mean, they had to have just gotten off the plane,
Yeah.
and they fired him. Yeah, it was, wasn't no,
How did y'all find out? They posted it right after they fired him?
Oh, yeah, they post that. They don't play around.
it don't take long. It don't take long for something like that.
Shams get a hold of everything.
That's
Wow.
quick.
Quick.
I
Between
kinda
Shams
felt
and Wemby, was it a Wendy?
Yeah,
They get a hold. They get a hold
I
of
kind
it.
of felt that was gonna happen anyway, yeah, but it was quicker than what I thought it was gonna be. They ain't. Usually, sometimes they'll let them come in and be like, "So, what's your plan?" And if they don't like the plan, they fire you. They didn't ask him about his plan. They got,
How you know, JC?
they got back and they fired him. So,
What they say, the last plan didn't work. We've had
it's a
enough.
wrap. We'll holler at you. See you later.
That coach wasn't black though, right? Mm-hmm. He was. Oh, well, that explains it.
Yep. It
I was
black
hoping it
coat.
would. I couldn't remember
Yeah, fired.
because so you don't get credit for winning the first series, which you weren't expected to win. I mean, but I was. I mean, the play-in game.
The playing game.
You came from because you were. They had a good. They're supposed to have been. I guess because they're supposed to have been a better team throughout the year.
Yeah, the injuries
They
is what
had-
derailed them.
The injury was derailed them.
Yeah.
And but they had a team down like that. I mean, it was unfortunate. But Boston got beat as well with 3-1 lead as well, and so it was some big collapses. But speaking of sports, JT, I got to ask you real quick. Did you see Cam's interview with Stephen A. in reference to Jason Whitlock? Did you get a chance to see that yet?
Yep.
What were your thoughts on the Cam? Do you think Cam got himself
Wait.
took himself off the hook?
Cam interviewed Stephen A.?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. I was thinking about the whole Whitlock. Oh.
No, Stephen A. came on Cam's show the other day, and they went through the whole breakdown of what Stephen A.'s issue was with Cam, and he said flat out, he said, and they've already talked about it. They said, it wasn't the fact that you interviewed him. He said, I wouldn't let that fat beep on my thing. But it's your platform. You do whatever you want to do. Just the fact you didn't question him in terms of what he was criticizing me is like you let him do it, as opposed to basically saying, opposed to sticking up for me, you let him just rip me and you didn't do nothing about it. You didn't question where he got his information from. And then they got talking about Ryan Clark, and he was like, Stephen A. acknowledged, hey, Ryan, because Ryan and Cam ended up having some little beef about it because Ryan was like, hey, man, that ain't cool.
Right. I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stephen A. kind of told Cam, and I appreciate a brother like Ryan because Ryan going to keep it real. Ryan's like a real brother. Ryan's a brother like, you know what I mean? Hey, man, we keep this stuff between us. You know what I mean? You don't let nobody else.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
it was an interesting interview.
Oh, I
It was
got
good.
to see that one.
Yeah. It was good.
I had to see that one. Shoot. Ray J and Cam just
That I only seen a clip of that, and that was,
What clip did you see?
and they tore it up.
Which
Yeah.
clip did you see though?
The clip actually I saw a couple of clips, but the clip
stood
that
out?
was the most interesting was the one where he talked about Kim Kardashian running scams on Brandy
And the mama.
and his mother taking over $600,000 from them, and that's supposedly documented where Brandy took her to court for that. That was extremely interesting. That this person that they keep propping up, that she was a scam artist. I was kind of blown away by that,
So what did you see? What about the part about
him
who
being.
set up the video?
I didn't see that part.
That was good.
that was good.
What did he say? Well, I mean, clearly in my mind it was gonna be her because
Nah,
she was doing.
It was the mama.
With the mama. mama.
The mama orchestrated the whole thing.
And
Oh, her mother.
Her mother.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And supposedly there's a lot.
That
there's
makes
other
sense.
videos.
Two more videos.
Yeah, there's other videos out
Two
there.
more videos.
Yeah, I can believe
I
it.
mean, dude sits there and he just speaks.
Yeah.
I don't think he's an idiot. I think he does have some mental illness. I'm just responding to Frank. I think Ray J has some mental illness.
He said Ray J's an idiot.
And and I think a lot of times mental illness, it gets worse as you get older if it's never been addressed. You're not on medication or anything like that. I think he's definitely undiagnosed.
He might be diagnosed, would it really matter?
I was gonna say I think he's diagnosed.
It's hard to imagine this stage.
What you think?
But
Yes.
the
What you
problem
think he's
is
diagnosed with?
he feeds into it so much to where I don't think he knows any other way to go now but to keep doing stuff like this.
What do you mean?
Even with his marriage
Mm-hmm.
and all of that stuff that goes on there and doing the lives, and it's almost like he feeds into it. It's almost like he
What do you
knows that he
mean,
has to
though?
do it.
What do you mean?
Okay, let me explain it. I don't think it's not an accident because he even said in the interview
Mm-hmm.
that because Cam said, I noticed when you say all these crazy things,
Mm-hmm.
it's usually not on anybody else's platform. It's always on your platform.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray just said, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's strategic.
That's what I'm saying. He feeds into
He
it.
feeds into it because he knows I can say these crazy things and it's going to garner so much.
Yeah.
And the algorithm is going to turn up and I'm going to get paid for all these crazy things I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's not an accident. What he said is
Yeah.
not an accident. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
curious which part you thought because I thought that was one
well,
part.
I
and then
just
the
think
fact
that
of-
I think that I agree with you. I think like he does stuff for attention. He does stuff so he can get views and clicks. You know what I'm saying? But the other part is I think he does have some mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But I think that he's kind of like Kanye. Like, what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be out here doing whatever they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be them. They're gonna be them on their platform, unapologetically.
I think Ray J's. I do feel that he has some type of trauma,
Yeah.
and I think his trauma is his sister.
What?
I think that his trauma is the success of his sister. That this is my opinion. I just feel
Yeah.
that that's what's rooted
Interesting.
deeply into him, and him trying to surpass her superstardom is
Never happen.
what has him. It won't, but he's gonna keep chasing it whatever way he can get it. However he can get more superstardom than his sister. I feel that's the trauma
Competing with-
that drives.
You
Competing,
think
you're
so?
saying? Competing with his sister?
I don't think he's competing. I think I guess you could say competing, but I think he wants to have a bigger presence than her, but I don't think he ever could. And Brandy ain't got to do another damn thing.
I think it's more than that. I think there's some stuff maybe he hasn't talked about.
Well, he's talked
know.
about everything. He's talked about,
What else? What else has he
Cam
said?
asked him about his sexuality, and he wouldn't say what it was.
Right. But what has he
he-
said about his childhood besides
He
that?
didn't say much. Yeah, at least with that interview, I don't think he said much about his childhood. The drugs, the alcohol. He's running. Like I said, he's masking something.
Yeah.
He's masking something. I feel anyway. I was looking at Ray J sitting there in that chair, and the dude is like. Ray J used to walk around with his shirt off. The dude is huge. And that shows you that something has happened to where he just don't even.
Men gain weight as they get older. Everybody gains weight as they get older. Maybe it could be, but on the other hand, I think that
Men
part
get
of
weight
it,
when they get older. But when you're supposedly in that, I guarantee you won't see Chris Brown or Usher walk around with that shirt hanging off.
but
to the
they're
side.
they're
active.
currently
They're
touring.
active and they're
Yeah.
touring and
Yeah.
they're you see what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm agreeing with you as far as if I had money, I'm gonna be healthy. I'm gonna have me a trainer. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely has been in her shadow. But I don't know if that's the major thing that's going on. But he's definitely been in her shadow. And then I think just being in the industry, trying to continue to make money, right? Once
Yeah,
you get in the
that's why-
industry, you're trying to stay there
That's why he has to buy
and make
into
money
it.
because how do you go to a regular job, right?
That's why he has to.
Especially with
keep
this society, they
doing
ride
and
you out
saying-
for being just a regular person.
And then with somebody like Ray J,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to tell what is a mental health issue because you don't know if he's joking
Mm-hmm.
or you don't know if it's real. Because he plays on both sides of it. You have
He
no
does.
idea. You have no idea when he's real and when he's not. You know what I'm saying? So
He does. He does.
I pray for him. But
Yeah.
he seemed to be.
What's up, Supreme?
I think he
Wait-
deals with
we're
a lot
waiting
of
on you.
depression, though.
Yeah,
I've watched him on different things, and it seems like he deals with depression and being able to control his emotions at times. So
I think he deals with a lot of stuff, but that's what drugs and alcohol.
yeah,
does.
you're
Drug-
right.
And then he supposed to his heart was like beating at what?
Yeah.
Less than 30%. You know what I mean?
25%, something like
But yet
that.
you still doing drugs and alcohol.
yeah.
So
Matter of fact, when he did the live talking about his heart, if you looked at him, some people may have said, "Oh, he must be on medication." He probably was high in.
But did you hear the part where he said he's been with over 11,000, 12,000 women?
God. And Cam broke it down to how many.
Cam tried to break it down to him, and Ray J was adamant about it. Ray J was like, "Hey," and then when Ray J said most of the women that he's been with, or people been with, been like they've had 40, 50,000 women. And Cam was like 40, 50,000 men.
But-
and he's like, man, how is it?
But
These
look,
women not
he-
having no 40, 50,000 men. He's like, yeah, they are.
But then he
He
counted.
said he had 11,000.
But yeah, he counted. This is what he was doing. He was counting
Yeah.
the people that he's had sex with. He was counting the people that they had sex with
No.
into his
Right.
numbers a little bit also.
No,
Right.
no. He was counting that number. He was counting that for when he was saying the women that he's been around and other women. He said a lot of these women have been with 40 and 50,000 guys, and he was and he was including all the bodies of cumulative of all them. But then Cam said, "Oh, okay." He said, "So you ain't really been with 11,000 women. You count out." He said, "Oh no, not me.
Right.
Mine."
Yeah.
He said, "My individual."
Yeah.
He said, "No, I've been with 11,000 individual." Cam was like, "Come on." He said, "You have too." Cam was like, "Nah, bro." He said, "My numbers ain't nowhere near yours." He said, "Man, do you realize how much you have to have?" Ray was like, "Yeah." Yeah, it was like,
I mean,
it was
he broke
hilarious.
it down. He was like,
I don't know. Y'all gave me some
was like-
numbers.
he was like, that's like, what did he say? He gave a crazy number of what it was like per day from like 18 to now, something he gave. Man, I was like, boy, this dude, boy, he was wild.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure his numbers
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
there.
Sure, but 11,000.
I don't doubt that for 1 second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But 12,000. When you break down, when Kansas sort of broke down, just
But you can't
an
have-
average per year.
Yeah, that was.
It's so
it
many.
was per
Yeah,
day
it's like
and
the numbers are
Yeah,
ridiculous.
But 12,000.
You're
If you
80.
had sex with 1,000 women a year for 10 years, you at 12,000, ain't you?
1,000. Think about what 1,000 women
think
a
about
year
1,000
is.
in a year.
I'm saying.
That's three women a day.
Okay, now I'm not going. I've had
Three
somebody.
different women a day.
I had a friend tell me that they did it with three. That they used to do it with 3 women a day sometimes.
And
I've-
how
3
long?
different women.
And
Yes.
you can do that. You can do that because I that's happened. I can honestly say that has happened in my life to where I've had sex with 3 women in a day.
Okay.
But you know what?
And just think about
That
a
was
rock
Wednesday.
star.
That was Wednesday.
Right, but think about a rock star.
Thursday and Friday. Hey,
Yeah.
A rock star got to sleep just like I got to sleep. Let me tell you again and again. When we men, women, sex, it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to explain what that takes out of a man. Especially if you go to you know what?
These people
You
be
know
on.
what?
These people be on
Hey,
all
look,
kind of
look,
drugs.
Even
Now.
if you don't go to completion, it still takes a lot out of you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I can
man.
honestly say they got these videos going around now with women trying to simulate men having sex, and I get tired even looking at it. They got the women showing how many pumps they got to do, going out the different positions, and I get tired looking at it. So,
Ain't lying.
so I can imagine. But you think about these people that they on drugs, JT, like they.
You got to come down off of them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You
I'm
got to
just
come
saying
down
though.
off of them. When you come down off of them, you come down. I get what you're saying, especially now with all the craziness, the commercials and everything. But even with that, your heart.
I ain't saying not possible.
Well, his heart is weak. I mean.
Frank said he want to do the EKG. Let him see the EKG. He don't believe nothing Ray J talking about.
But he's
Ain't
probably.
no rock star.
But think
You
about it,
go around knocking Ray
JT.
J
If you do 1,000 women a year for what did he say? He said 1,100. So if you
10
do
years.
if you do that for like 10, 11 years, right? So he's talking about over 20 years. You see what I'm saying? He could easily have sex with 500 women a year. How could he not? I don't understand how y'all saying he can't.
Because we're men and we know what it takes.
Oh, you
out
just
of
saying
us.
it's too tiring.
I'm telling you, that's
Okay.
what we talk about.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not saying it's not possible.
Okay.
I'm saying that's
But-
possible.
It would take
What was-
if it was one of these basketball players or
Yeah.
a real rock star
Yeah.
that's out on the road, but you have to literally be on the road 9-10
Yeah.
months out of the year and just going at it every single day. Now I'm sure they have some good nights and days,
Yeah.
but every single day.
Yeah.
And performing.
And you could probably and they could probably do that for a year or two. I just don't see that sustaining no 10 years. I think even the best of them.
Well, I'm
be
saying
like,
he's probably talking over 20 years. He's what, 40 something? He probably talking over 25 years.
I mean, Ray J popular. I don't know if he's that popular.
Yeah. And
I don't know if he's that popular. You know what I mean?
you must be having some.
I mean, if he have 2 days a week where he's with 5 women, and he do that for a year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
More
10
power to
times
Ray
52.
J.
That's 500.
If he got it in like
That's
that,
500.
hey, man,
Hey.
you're a
Look,
different animal.
look, hey.
I'm saying even if he did it 2
You know what I'm
days a
saying?
week.
Salute.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
brother.
Real.
More power to you.
Yes, sir. Keep going, boy. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm saying though, if he think about it, if he had 5 women in his bed, just 2 or 3 days out of the week, just 2 days out of the week. I know. I'm just saying. I don't think it's impossible.
I won't use the word impossible.
I don't think it's impossible.
But oof. More power to him.
They meeting these women. They meeting the women all the time.
And just imagine, and if you did all that and escaped disease free,
Nah, you ain't escaping disease free.
hey, 11, 12,000 of them.
You don't put a
Nah.
condom on 11,000 times.
Nah, he ain't.
Hey
He ain't
man,
escaping
And you only
disease
had babies
free.
with your wife. that's the only.
you
That's the
look
only.
like one of them Somalians.
Yeah.
Crazy wild.
Oh man, I saw JD Jahan Dotson in Douglasville signs a free agent with the Beetle Falcon. Congratulations to him. 100 JT has been riding her coattail for years as the only talent he has is being her sister, her brother. I definitely think JT is right about Brandy's success just based on someone my dad told me Ray J said to him during a conversation they had on a movie set one time.
They what now? They said what?
She's saying I definitely think JT is right about Brandy's success based on the conversation her dad had with him on a movie set
Okay.
about his, jealousy of his sister. Don't worry, JT. Just give a few weeks. I'll tell you exactly what Chris Brown Usher look like.
You going
What
cutie?
up, B? Tell me again. He is an idiot. Yeah, we ain't gonna argue.
Yeah.
Hola, happy Cinco de Mayo. Me and your mother just left the Cinco de Mayo. That is the real name of the restaurant. How was a margarita? You said it was fruit margarita even better. Gotcha. So you feeling real good there, number one. Happy birthday to my cousin Trista. She turned 50 years old today. Happy birthday,
All right,
Trista.
welcome, Trista. Welcome in.
I know, right?
Shit changed.
Today's my sister's birthday as
Yeah.
well.
Is that
Happy
right?
birthday, sis.
How about
Yeah.
that?
Trista,
Y'all twinning
you
them.
are watching. Let me tell you, things is going to change. I promise you.
Mm.
Whether it's mental or not, it will change.
Ray J ain't no rock star. He was online hawking Ray J headphones. And them things he was making money out of them jokers though.
Listen, people are women are some of these women are thirsty. They see he been on TV, they know he's famous.
Now they crazy about Ray J. You know what I mean?
That's my point. He could easily.
I mean, Ray J was
11,000.
Hey, he was
no, that's my point.
Yeah.
no-
Ray J got around now.
And no shade to y'all.
The
No
thing
shade
is-
to
the
y'all.
thing is-
JT,
the
no
thing
shade to
is-
you.
no,
You a
can't
regular
give me no
dude.
shade.
You
I'm-
said
I'm-
3.
Yeah, I've
You said
I
you didn't
got
have
mine
3
in.
a day.
Yeah,
So,
I got mine in. I've
so
done it.
I don't see how y'all think he can't have 3 or 5 a day.
Oh no, I'm sure he
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
You can have
We,
three,
we,
but
even if it's-
we're
we're
saying
saying
every
every
day
No,
for a
I didn't
year.
say every day though. I said if it's twice a week.
You
if it's
said
2
5
times
twice a week.
if he's having
He has
orgies.
to have 3
If he's having orgies.
every day.
No.
Yeah, to get to 11,000.
No, he can have three times a week. That's 9 women a week.
That's 9. It's not 30.
It's 52 weeks in a year.
Oh Lord, I forgot who I'm sitting up here with.
So 52
Right.
times 9
50,
is what?
if
150,
you
160?
if you round it up to 10, that's 520 women. So I'm just saying it's not that hard for him to do that.
you talking about over 20 years though.
I said
hard.
just 1 year. 1 year he could easily have 500 women. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if he's out
and
there,
I believe he probably had a year
Yeah.
where he had 500 women.
right.
Now,
You just don't think he's had
now
20 years.
do that.
Years.
That's all I'm saying.
Maybe not.
I believe
Maybe
I
not.
believe that's very
Understand.
realistic.
What
Maybe
else?
500 women for 1 year for him.
So do you think
I mean,
he could
I
have
think realistic.
300 women
in what, a year?
in a year?
If he had 500, then sure he had 300.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
600 what,
That's-
a
that's-
year? For
That's
20 years.
That's what I'm saying. So put it 25 in.
that's
Put
That's a
11.
lot. Let's just say that's a lot.
That's hell.
Yeah.
Hey, if he can, more power to him. That's all I can
You
say.
ain't lying.
Uh,
That's your back, everything, your thighs.
Happy anniversary to
Them
me.
hamstrings go.
20 years tomorrow. I moved to Georgia and I've hit the bottle ever since. God dog. Hilarious.
What?
She said,
Is she trying to say
she
she
said
didn't?
20 years
'Cause I read
tomorrow she
that.
moved to Georgia and she's hit the bottle ever since.
Oh, she's saying they didn't stress you out on. I mean,
Do you know how many
Miss Nita.
slip-ups that equals? He would have at least 100 kids. Bruh. I'm talking he had kids all over the place because you ain't doing no 11,000.
who was the dude back in the day that said he
Will
had?
Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain.
How many did he say he
He
had?
said what, 10,000, I think he said.
Okay, so
was
he couldn't have
11,000.
had. Did y'all believe that?
Nobody believed him. Nobody believed him. And Wilt was the man back then. And I'm
the
sure
thing-
he was
look,
having 5 a
and
day.
Look, and even back then, the only thing you could catch was the clap.
Yeah.
Clap. What is the clap?
And orgies was a regular thing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it
What
was
is
nothing.
the clap?
You don't know what the clap is?
Same thing as gonorrhea.
JT, what is the clap? Tell me
She's
what
from
the clap
Kentucky,
is.
man. Sometimes you gotta say she's from Kentucky. We gotta make sure.
Why am I supposed to know what the clap is?
Oh, you for real?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Oh, it's
B
gonorrhea?
said my number is
Oh.
very high, but I think
I never
11K
knew
is unreal.
For real?
Hey B,
The clap.
that's all we
is
saying.
gonorrhea.
11K is a lot. You know what I mean? That's a lot, and that's not hating. That's like if he did, we salute you, but
I ain't lying.
11,000, well, that's just a lot. Pranks are impossible. They're probably talking about playing COD.
Y'all kind of sound like some haters.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. These people are not working regular jobs, okay? These people are not working regular jobs, Mike. They're not working
Like
9 to 5.
You say 3 women a day is crazy, and every day is crazy. Or 3 times a day with one person is too much for me. Hilarious. Yeah, my gorgeous. I wouldn't miss it for anything. Oh yeah.
That is too. Frank is hilarious.
No, he ain't said 100K. I'm pretty sure. He
Oh
said.
my God! Did you, boy, look, just stop. Look up there.
But the fact that you do know might make it not a possibility.
Open. Like I said, open.
Frank had a good nap today.
Yeah.
Right. He wake up on one.
All right, let's move on a little bit. Spirit Airlines, man.
Spirit Airlines.
It is gone. Spirit Airlines shut down on, what was it, April 29th? Was it the day that they shut down?
I know it was a few days ago.
And I mean, they shut down. They
Immediately.
They didn't go in 2 weeks.
No
We
warning.
Shut down.
Right.
They said,
Right.
that's it.
That's
we
it.
we done.
Right.
Can you imagine how many people
Hey.
was on a round trip ticket with Spirit?
A lot.
Yeah. They showed up at the airport confused.
A lot. People stuck.
Did
People
not
stuck
know
everywhere.
what was going on.
People stuck all over the country. Stuck.
Well, the good thing is there were a couple of airlines that actually were giving people
Yeah,
International?
JetBlue.
cheap tickets.
Yeah, JetBlue came
if
to
they
the
were
rescue.
on Spirit, they gave them cheap tickets. A couple of the
Yeah,
airlines.
JetBlue came.
I think it was
saw that
American Airlines, too.
JetBlue, they was doing the $99 joints, the $89 joints, and to do that on a short notice, you hardly ever can get those tickets like that, other than with Spirit.
That was Ocho. What 11C? That was a seat. 11C.
Oh man, I forgot about Ocho. I know he is hurting.
Shannon asked him on the show. Shannon like, hey man, what you gonna do about Spirit? Like, what's wrong with Spirit? He like shut down. He's like, what? He's like, well, man, my C11C said, I guess I'm gonna go Frontier then. But you had people stuck everywhere, man. But then, and I was talking about it yesterday, man. But what about the people? Naturally, 17,000 people lost their jobs.
Yeah.
Right on, like, bam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just right now, you just out of work.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there was like another 3,000 vendors that was supporting
It's a wrap.
the airline. Just lost your jobs and or contracts. You know what I mean? Just over with. But then, what about the people who retired? In the
Oh
retirement.
man, so your retirement stops.
Just heard about that yesterday. It was last day, and they said the other airlines end up doing it, the water thing for him because it was his last flight. No, he had one more flight to go. It was gonna be his last. He had one more leg to go to retire, and they never got his last leg because they
They
closed
might
the
work
airline.
it out for him. I hope they
Who gonna work it out? Who was they?
They is gone.
I mean, when you,
Hey, listen.
I mean,
if your
it's
flight
still
got
some
canceled,
money now.
who you
It's some
gonna-
money somewhere.
Who you gonna call?
It's some money. Well, yeah, customer service shut down. Don't get me
Everything
wrong.
shut down.
Yeah, yeah,
Everything.
yeah.
You don't have nobody
The
to call.
crazy thing is the part I didn't understand, they knew they were trying to get the bailout. Once they knew they were trying to get the bailout, we need to interview a Spirit employee because surely they told those people
Yeah, I reached out.
that this
I
could
know
happen
3
at
people.
any point. You knew some people?
Yeah.
Okay.
One girl I knew, I didn't talk to her, but she was like, I am not okay. This was not expected.
Wow.
Letter. I know they said they obtained a letter.
Just waiting on the one. They know what the clap was.
It was for.
Exactly. Light
was-
skinned cutie said she don't know neither. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's been kind of dead since all these other diseases came up. Clap don't mean nothing no more. But NBC News obtained a letter Spirit has shared around as 4,000 of its employees in Florida, laying them off with immediate effect. The letter said this layoff will be permanent, and the company's operations at locations will permanently cease.
Yeah.
And
They
it was
said they
signed
haven't.
by the Vice President of Human Resources.
Yeah, they said they haven't been the same since COVID.
Yep, they said while the airline had been
profits.
struggling to maintain consistent profitability since COVID-19 pandemic, the shutdown took many by surprise, including approximately 17,000 employees. Yeah, the fuel,
Yep,
the
the
fuel,
oil. Yep.
mega spike is
Yep.
basically is what did them in, is what they're saying. That the fuel mega spike.
I don't understand why they didn't just go up on the pricing. The thing about Spirit, like people, they call it ghetto, this and that, but they got you there.
Yeah,
And they
but it
didn't have
was-
any accidents.
It was Spirit. Like I said, when I was flying, I've flown Spirit a couple of times. Usually, I try to only do Spirit when I didn't need a bag. Hour and a half flight, because if you ain't got the big seat up front, you're gonna be leaning up because the seat don't recline; they lean to the forward.
And your knees is
But,
in somebody else's booty.
Yeah, and But yeah, they
You
was,
ain't gonna fit
They
mine.
was talking about. You prefer Spirit? Oh,
But your knees wasn't in all up in the seat. I know.
whenever I flew Spirit, I had fun with it because you had to have fun with it to deal with.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Yeah.
Spirit. You know, in the seat and like
Yeah.
the stack table was about like this. This is about the size of the table that you pull off of the back of the seat that you're supposed to put your food and everything on. But the couple, I would say, out of the 10 times maybe recently in the last couple of years that I've flown Spirit, I call it Spirit is spiriting because it's something that gets into people when they get on a Spirit flight to where they have to be.
Ignorant.
That's I was gonna say an asshole, but ignorant is a better. Yeah, I mean,
It's not that. It's just that it's just like Greyhound, right? You may have people that come from communities where they don't have as many resources, and this is the way they have to travel. So they have different attitudes. They bring in different energy and attitudes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, ignorance. yeah,
attitude.
yeah, that's the attitude. I mean, I've seen it, man. I saw one lady actually try and say that she was.
Frank said JT got to fight a plane twice.
Hey, you remember when Spirit first came out? How we was jumping on them $9 flights?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, when they first came out, they had a Spirit Club to where you can get a flight for $9.
What?
Oh yeah.
So I read it. They said they've been in business for 34 years. So
That's right.
34 years ago, y'all was flying for $9.
Yep.
And y'all ain't seen all 50 states.
Look, a round trip ticket to Orlando was like they wouldn't give you both for $9, so it was usually about $35 for a round trip ticket.
Wait a minute. So have y'all seen the whole United States?
2 hours max. That's all I could do on Spirit. Even though I did
$9.
I did fly to St. Martin on Spirit, and the spirits were spiriting. I mean, we didn't leave St. Martin. We sat out there for probably an hour and a half because this lady, she was drunk and she tried to tell the people that she was pregnant, but she was actually drunk. But it was Spirit is. I hate to see him go. I ain't gonna tell you no wrong because if I need to go to New Orleans to see a game,
That's
you can't beat it.
that's when I flew to New Orleans the last time I was on there.
Yeah.
I did the big seat though. You know what I mean?
Oh, the big seat is nice.
That's the only time I ever did it. I had to get the big seat at least.
Yeah, the big seat is nice. I did it once, but yeah, I flew to New Orleans. You know, flew in on a Friday, flew out that Saturday evening or whatever. You know, quick round trip. You know, where you ain't checking no bag
Yeah.
because they kill you on them bags.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
they beat you down on them bags, but they couldn't raise their prices. When you said they should have raised their price, they couldn't because of their accommodations. They couldn't. There was no water. You know.
You know, Delta about to cut the snacks
yeah.
too. I saw that. Somebody posted that too. I read the same thing earlier. They about to cut the snacks out. No drinks, no snacks. But you know, like I said, with the Spirit thing, man, I just think it's unfortunate for. You know, these are the things that. You know, if you think about like when the stock market crashed, and people lost their whole savings, you know what I mean, and people started committing suicide or killing, you know what I mean. These are the kind of things that trigger people, man.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Because you're talking about, like I said earlier, you might have worked for Spirit for 20, 30 years, and they just fired, and you just lost your job. You just lost your benefits. You just lost your retirement. And if you didn't have another I don't know how do they get their 401k? Like, you know what I
How
mean?
does that work?
Like, how do, you know what I mean? Unless you had it through
Yeah.
a separate entity, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Charles Schwab
They can't
something
keep your
else.
401k.
But where's it going? Where's it at? Who has it?
Usually it's not. It's not held by
That's
your
why
employer.
I said. That's
It's
why I
usually
said.
held by a
That's
third party.
why I said unless it's in a third
Yeah.
party. But your retirement comes from your employer.
Yeah, but not your 401k.
But you know, if you retired,
It's just gonna stop.
you know what I mean?
You're right. That can trigger you
Boy,
in this economy.
Boy.
In this economy right
I'm
now.
triggered by these tires.
In this economy, I get it.
So serious.
The big seat, they got 2 big seats in the front, Frank, on both sides. They call them the big seat. And they big seats. But they're more like a VIP seat that you would get on Delta. You know what I mean? They're a little big. They're probably bigger than those.
Yeah, arm space. I mean, it's a big cushion in between them.
big seat.
yeah.
It's literally, that's what they call the big seat because it's literally 2 big old seats. I don't fly Spirit though.
I think my boo said
I mean, it was an
she said she got
experience.
caught in traffic.
It was an experience. It was like
She said $35 round trip is why Spirit is now a Spirit. But they said, was it Frontier? I think it's Frontier though. Is $4 billion in debt, and they said they on track to lose another $1 billion this year.
Oh,
So boy, what you talking about?
it's the perfect time that these billionaires need to get together and have our black airline.
hey, check it out.
Let's get it
glad you
cracking.
said that.
Classic men ain't got no business on Spirit.
Let's get it cracking.
That's how we stay classic. Check it out.
Frank
Yeah.
said the big seat like riding a short school bus. Well, you stupid. He got him a real good nap today, boy. He came in on fire.
Yeah.
That you said
he
that.
got shot.
Giselle,
Yeah.
there was a young gentleman, young African American male, Hashim Walters, 29-year-old entrepreneur from New Orleans. He was leading a consortium called the Latimer Group to acquire the financially distressed Spirit Airlines. His aim was to make it the first black-owned commercial airline in the U.S. while keeping it budget-friendly and protecting employees' jobs. But there was some things they couldn't get through, so that's why they wasn't able to do it. There were rumors out that 4547 tried to acquire it, but the CEO of Spirit said he'd rather shut down than to let him purchase it. But that was just a rumor. But supposedly the government, Supposedly the government was going to try and acquire it or help them out, like a bailout type of deal.
Right.
But it was turned down also. So
But the creditors wouldn't agree to it. So that means they were whatever it was, the creditors didn't like the deal. So the creditors,
What?
yeah. So the creditors.
So they
turned
rather
it
get nothing? That sounds crazy. They rather get nothing? Is that what you telling me?
Creditors turned it down. Whatever the deal was offered, that just let you know the government. It was something shady behind whatever that deal was. That's what that means. It was something real Trumpish about it.
Wow.
and I mean with
And the CEOs
everything
voted for the chaos.
going on with this administration, I'm sure a lot of that. But the thing is, with this administration doing all the other stuff that it's doing, like you said, it's going to trigger some people. You're probably going to see over the next year, you're probably going to hear of some stories, some people just going off, robbing, fighting, whatever, and you're going to find out that they was a former
Well,
Spirit
you like that,
employee.
don't you, Mike?
I see you over.
You over there for the third time.
Look.
Third time, man.
Look.
Well,
I'm trying to get him to get me a cup.
yeah, hey.
I'm trying to get him to get me a cup.
man.
He get more for himself. Come on, Mike. Mike, come on. Come on with the orange Jameson.
I would be on it, but I'm trying to Cinco de Mayo.
Are you
with
serious,
some,
Mike? Come on. I want some
with
too.
some clear liquor. But
Frank said somebody drove in Portland. Somebody there you go right there drove a car full of explosives to the lobby and caught on fire. It was dead on arrival.
what to the airport?
In Portland, drove his car full of explosives. He got fired and drove a car full of explosives to the gym.
Hey,
Man, and
you pour me more than that.
That's the kind of stuff
Pour
that
me
people
more
gonna
than
do.
that.
And that's the
It's
crazy.
snapping.
That's the thing about
You
it.
just
is
got you 2 cups.
people that's not really affected by the layoff are now going to be affected because of the people that are affected by the layoff. Having them, do something like that. I saw where a guy recently didn't get a tip from a Domino's employee, and he ran. Not a Domino's employee didn't get a tip from somebody,
Okay.
and actually ran his car into him. Then took off and went straight back to Domino's. They arrested him at Domino's. But he wasn't a Spirit employee, but those are the type of things that could,
It can trigger.
it can trigger something like that. In this economy, somebody trying to, wow, bro, I ain't think about the retired folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
been getting their checks for the last year, and all of a sudden they just stop
Bro.
with no warning?
But isn't that something that's paid? Maybe I'm thinking about Social Security. They could get their Social Security, right?
Social Security is coming from the government.
Right. They can still get that though,
Like I
right?
said, unless you're getting, I'm talking about anything that you're supposed to be getting paid from through your job, though, is over with.
See, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you're the same boat. I don't, you know what I mean? But,
Right,
But I'm
right,
just saying.
right.
But I'm saying, if I retire as a police officer, you're getting paid
Right.
through
Through
your
them.
check gonna say City of Atlanta Police Department.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever job you're working for, that's where your check is coming from. I'm saying
Yeah.
that job is gone.
But I'm saying now you can get your Social Security though, right?
Well, they probably was already.
Because I don't think you
But
could
that's still
get.
based on your age, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you ain't getting but so much. Wow. That's I mean, people that's retired are going back to work. You know what I'm saying? So think about you retired and a lot of people that's retired are still going back to work. So now you take
Yeah.
that away. And like I said, these folks has thought that they was probably had their budget set to where they could just chill and
Right.
now got to go get a job.
But COVID taught us nothing is guaranteed.
Yeah,
Nothing, none of that
don't-
stuff
you
is
don't- You don't
guaranteed.
expect that, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
The government deal was $500 million and 95% stake in the company. And she said, I would have shut down too. There you go.
Uh-oh, is that my boo?
95% stake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you
that-
don't-
they ain't giving that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it will be interesting to see
My
if
boo.
somebody like that could buy it. You know what I mean? Some people going out there and make that kind of investment. I saw Luke Campbell. Luke was trying to get people as well.
Okay.
Luke was trying to tell, black folks, hey, man, there's an opportunity for us to go out there and buy it. So there she is. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting.
Wee. All right, so listen, man, we got another guest that's showed up. So we're gonna take a small break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about this Voting Rights Act that we're gonna talk about that. Section 2. We'll be right back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And Jose.
New phone. Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
The whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left, it was dry to the right, it was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
New phone. Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right? And I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left, it was dry to the right, it was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Classic Konversations with JT and Love.
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
literally just got back off of doing like 20 states, driving around the country and visiting and doing stand-up, doing sightseeing, going to national parks.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's been wild, but it's been amazing.
Good for you. Good for you.
And y'all, this my boo. She didn't even tell me she was gonna be here.
Did she tell you when
I
she
wanted
left?
to surprise you.
Definitely a surprise.
Too
Definitely.
funny.
It's good to have you back in the building, you know.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
good to be back. I'll be missing y'all.
How long you back in Atlanta?
You know,
I get it.
Not long, huh?
I ain't mad at you.
probably a few days.
Mad at you. But I know what. You won't be catching a Spirit flight when you leave.
Sure the fuck won't. Hell no. Ain't nobody catching the Spirit flight no more. They lost the Spirit, right?
They
Like,
lost the spirit.
Boy,
And you
that's-
traveled across the way like she did. You go to Thailand or somewhere? Didn't you
I
go?
did. I went to Asia for 6 months too. So I
Yeah.
went to Thailand, Bali, Hong Kong, Vietnam, the Philippines, Japan, and Singapore.
Wow. How was that experience?
Amazing. It was incredible. I went with my daughter, who's an adult now. So it was kind of fun to be like on a mother-daughter trip. We started off in Bali and we did like this 3-week yoga program, which kicked my ass because I was out of shape. And I was like, we were doing 90-minute sessions 3 times a day. I thought I was going to die. The only thing that made me feel good is these 20-something-year-olds was also dying. So I was like, okay, it's not just me. I'm not out here dying by myself. But it was great. It was really great.
90-minute sessions 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was serious.
It can be done, y'all.
So I was just gonna say, what we just talking about that? This should just say you kicked that ass.
Hilarious.
How many days a week, Christy?
6 days a week. Yeah,
It can
we
be
got-
done,
we got
y'all.
one day off. She said it can be done.
You funny.
If you want to die a little bit.
See?
But at the end of it, I felt amazing. So, and I looked great, for the whole of 3 months.
But yeah, but what we talking about? If you do it 3 times a day, I don't know how amazing he gonna feel.
What you talking about doing 3 times a day?
yeah.
What did I miss?
Oh, yeah,
I missed it. Wait.
Ray,
you missed
Ray J's annual body count.
Oh. Yeah, that could be done too now.
That's what I said. I told them that.
Well, for women,
That's-
it might be
that's-
different for men.
hey.
Men might they need a different kind of practice. But
Right.
there ain't nothing wrong with that tongue though. You know what I'm saying? You get a little bit of
There you
workout.
go.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Get a little-
It's a
Thank
different
you.
type. It's a different type of recovery for us.
Thank you.
It's a little-
Yeah,
it's a little
you
different.
might have to recover down there,
Yeah,
but
it's
up
a little
there
different.
you
Yeah,
can
it's
keep
Right.
going.
Okay, Christy brought, see what I'm
It's a little
saying? She brought the loophole in there.
You know what I'm saying?
What
Like-
that mouth do?
What them hands do, what that mouth do. Like, there's options. Can you hold the vibrator? You know what I'm saying? Like,
He gonna be
I told
mad
them it
as
can be done.
yeah. It's not
Ray
only
said-
can
Ray said
it,
with the
it
age of
should
2.
be.
He said he said he had 11,000 women. I said over 25 years, I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
I said even if he just had, a couple of days a week where he's with 2 or 3, I said 3 to 5 women, 2-3 days out of the week.
Didn't what's his name, Wilt Chamberlain, say something?
Yep, I
have
said
a
the
similar
same thing.
claim or whatever. But
Nobody believe him either.
that's hilarious.
Nobody believed him either. Just for the record.
Yeah, he
They sound like some haters, don't they,
his is in a
Christy?
book.
No, I understand where they're coming from because when you get to a certain age as a man, it don't operate the same way. So they
Shots
when
fired.
you gotta
No, it's not.
when you
She
gotta
said-
fold it up.
She said when you get to a certain age.
I don't think that she understands.
She said it ain't operating.
No,
It
the
doesn't
same.
operate the same. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but they ain't selling blue pills at the gas station for
For no
nothing,
reason.
you know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
Christy. I said that on another show. Thank you.
That's a market
They
for
for
a
them white boy.
reason. That's all I'm saying.
Hey man,
They
You
all
say-
in the hood.
Did you weigh in?
Yeah, I said they from them white boys.
Nah, they in the hood.
Oh, they definitely in the hood.
Oh yeah, in the
The
Mexicans
generic
too.
ones, oh yeah, they got them.
you can get them.
And the crazy part is, y'all don't even really need that. You just
What
need
is
a
it?
better diet.
59 cents a
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah.
You looking at TV anytime
add
after
some-
12:15 a.m. Boy, they got some real
I was gonna
nice
say,
deals.
JT, how you know how much they cost?
Right.
It's on TV. I ain't searching for them that like that. But they on TV. Yeah.
Oh, y'all need to.
Generic.
It's more than just the diet, though.
It's
That, it is. There's something that you all as women will never understand, and that's what JT tried to tell. Just that is, but we wanted that'll take us to a whole nother conversation that we'll
Yeah.
get way off track. But just for the record, it's way more to it.
But now we need to know because inquiring
Exactly.
minds,
Inquiring
right?
minds
Like,
wanna
what's
know.
really going on. We want to know why niggas need be having to fold it up and stuff. We want to know what the
Hey,
deal
for
is
real.
with
Yes.
the noodle. Like,
Yeah,
we
we
want to
wanna
know.
It's a release
Inquiring
that
minds.
we can't explain. It is a release that you can't explain.
And okay, so if that's the case, then why are y'all chasing these 20-something-year-olds?
Come on, girl.
can't
Instead
tell
of
you-
perfecting
They're-
the craft.
they're the
Come
reason.
on.
Instead of
I-
perfecting
Come
the
on.
craft.
I cannot tell you why they're chasing them 20-year-olds. I just told you I went just to look.
You just
I
went
didn't
to
go
look.
to conquer because I ain't even gonna put myself through
It's
that.
like I ain't.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that. But
I'm
yeah,
just,
ain't nothing wrong
as a
looking at it.
woman though, can I just express one frustration I have, and that is that I find that even as I get older, a lot of men are still doing the same thing that they did in high school
Girl.
as like 40 plus year old men. And I'm like, at what time in life are you going to level up your sex game the way you level up and everything else? Y'all will play video games to beat the game. Why y'all
Come
don't
on.
play sex that way?
Come on.
Y'all stay at level 1 forever. And y'all will play with every woman at level 1. And all of us are sitting here like, can a nigga get to level 10?
I can't.
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
agree with
Ain't
you.
that about your selection of
I was
men?
gonna say I can't speak on who you're with.
That's,
But Lord
that's just about,
knows.
that's just about your selection of
I'm
men.
in school all day
You know what I
in
mean?
regards to that.
JT
He
said
said,
he in school all day.
All
That's
day.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm always.
See, the
He's
problem
like,
is a
I'm
lot of
level
times y'all go for the banana in the tailpipe story in terms of man, I can do this and I can do this. Just like they tell y'all they can buy you the world. They got them same lies they tell you that, the same lie they tell you on the other end. The jokers that there's some people don't have to talk about all that stuff.
So where the truth tellers at, Lo?
I'm just saying, y'all just.
You know,
Frank, I ain't hanging with nobody. I've been
I try
solo.
to tell them, Frank, they hang with the wrong ones,
Trying
man.
to go
But
somebody out-
but again,
My tootie tab been on the shelf for 2 years. Okay, so I'm just saying
It been on the shelf.
it been on the shelf.
Like Angela said,
It's collecting dust. I try to blow
this
blow
show
the
about to-
cobwebs
Hey, what's
off.
that junk?
I ain't
The dust and the cobwebs off.
I ain't
once a
collecting dust,
month.
but I ain't in the streets.
I was
Ah,
about
yeah.
to talk about the 2-year shelf thing, but you know what? We're gonna get on to Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act.
Right.
I'm trying to start something, man.
Who, me? Would I?
Look,
But I ain't do that.
Christy's back. She is
Guess
back.
who's back?
She is back.
Back again.
Yes.
Christy's back. Tell some men.
Uh,
Tell some men. No, like she's not.
All right, so the Voting Rights Act is being dismantled, and what are the real implications?
I hope they read that B. Go ahead.
Well,
Wow, really? Fuck.
Hey,
Selected without knowing how to select.
for
Whatever.
all of you that are looking at the tape, the tape delay of this, just make sure that you watch the comments. If you watch the comments, you'll see why we're
It ain't gonna show it. It ain't gonna show them. They don't show the live comments.
The comments don't show
Nope.
on
They don't show
the,
up.
I thought the comments show on
No.
Don't worry about these
when they
tires.
replay it.
Nope. That's why good that
thought
y'all
the
read
I
them
think they do. They should.
on the
You have to-
replay.
Yeah, I think you have to open it up. So I'm
Look at them one day.
Oh, you can.
None
you
of the
can
comments
look,
are
You
on
can look
there.
on the side. Like if you click on a comment, it'll show you all the comments on the side, but they don't pop up on the screen in real time like they do on there.
Oh yeah.
On the
They'll
when,
be in there. They'll be there.
Yeah, you just gotta look for them.
I ain't seen none.
Yeah,
And I
you
look
know
at the
where to
comments. They don't show up after you post the video. Live comments though.
All right, so the U.S. Supreme Court 6-3 decision effectively dismantled Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The ruling restricts the use of race in redistricting, hindering and the ability to challenge discriminatory maps. The decision significantly weakens the last major enforcement mechanism against racial discrimination in voting. Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act of 1965 is a permanent nationwide provision prohibiting voting practices, procedures, or maps that discriminate on the basis of race, color, or language minority status. It forbids any voting standard that results in a denial or abridgment of the right to vote, often used to challenge discriminatory redistriction.
What?
So,
Redistricting.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, this was in New Orleans, in Louisiana, right?
That's where they're already
They already
enforcing
That's
did
where
it.
it's
They already
been
enforced
impacted
it.
the
Yeah.
most so far.
But so far,
So-
that's the key
Yeah.
word.
So
Yeah.
basically, with it happening there, you can pretty much bet that it's going to spread.
100% in all the red states.
Yep.
Well,
So, what do you think?
it's not going the way they expected it to in Louisiana, though. So they might try to not let it spread. They might try to put a stop to it before it spreads.
Okay,
Elaborate.
Because they said no. From what I saw, they said in Louisiana it ended up with them voting 2 black congressmen into office, and the white people are pissed off about it. So they're like, "No, that don't go with the rules of the game." And
the new rules or
the new rules.
Okay.
So they're trying to change it back to the old rules because they don't like the way that the new rule has been used to impact their city. You know what I mean? Because the old rules, when redlining originally existed, it was designed to keep Black people from voting and restrict our rights, right? But now we have a lot of Black people who know what it is to vote, who've done it, who we know the process is involved, and I think some of them are now trying to use, okay, you guys want to change the law and put these restrictions in place, we're going to use them to our advantage. So now where we have areas where there's more of us, we can use that to put more of us in office.
Yeah, but the problem you're having is that, with the redistricting, they're trying to take away that voting power, by splitting those areas up. So there's not, when there's areas where there's predominantly Black, like DeKalb County, if they did in DeKalb County, they're going to try to split DeKalb County so that those Black votes aren't predominantly in that one area anymore, and they can migrate them, mix them in with the other white votes. And the other factor is, what they want to do is they want to remove the Democratic Republican documentation, so that right now your paper says either you're Democrat or Republican. But they want to say it where you don't know if it's Democrat or Republican. So you're going to have to go to that poll with your own research, knowing who those candidates are. If not, you don't know who you're voting for. You know what I mean?
Apparently, he said they've been doing it in Florida as well.
Yeah, he said they've already started in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, they got the Satan down there in Florida, so the Satan going to jump all over it.
The soda.
The Satan.
The Satan.
The Satan.
The question though is not. So right now, our government though is, especially for our presidential elections, right? It's done by Electoral College. So the real question is, how is that going to impact Electoral College voting?
Well, see, right now they don't even care about the Electoral College vote. What they want to do is they want to destroy the midterms. They want to keep they want to keep control of the House and Senate, and they know right now they're in threat of losing. You know what I mean? And so that's their biggest issue, because they know if they lose, half of their voting power, is going to make, the orange man is going to be more of a challenge. So this all right now. This is all about impacting the midterms. That's what it's all about. If I impact the midterms, he wants to keep all his people in play, and that's the goal of this thing. That's why. In New Orleans, they're talking about stopping the vote. So everybody's already voted. They're going to kill all those votes.
Damn.
Everybody did early voting. They're going to scrap all that stuff, redistrict it, and then make you come back and vote again.
So
Just insane.
Like they're just breaking the law every which way.
But that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing.
I guess the question that I have about these issues is, what can we do as the people? Are we just screwed at this point?
No.
What can we do as
we can rebel, we can revolt, we can create civil unrest.
Here's what has to happen, right? For one thing, you have to get more people registered to vote, more of our people. You talking about, I think the stat I saw recently, it was 40 million Black people eligible to vote. Out of 40 million, 30 of them are registered to vote. Out of 30 million, only 20 of them actually voted. So you got old 20 million people that didn't even vote, So until our people wake up and smell the coffee, and, that's why if there's ever been a time when people say, man, your vote don't count, I don't know why you waste your time. If your vote didn't count, why would they be going through these kind of measures? Why would they 100%. Why would they be going through these kind of measures to stop your vote if your vote didn't count? Yeah. If there's ever been any evidence that your vote actually matters, this is it.
I've always said that, when you have power, if you have no power, people leave you alone, right? Mm-hmm. And the fact that they're always trying to come up with ways to keep us from voting, to keep us from being relevant, means that they know we have power, right? To keep us down, to keep why would you go to these extremes to mess with our schools, to mess with our housing, because you're intimidated
100%
by the power that we have. And 100%. They know who we are more than we know who we are.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
100%.
And that's the thing that we have to realize. Nobody opposes someone that has no power. Right. If you're a pauper, The king is ignoring you, right? He's fighting wars with other kings. Come on. So we just have to understand the power that we hold and walk in that thing and be diligent about when they change these laws, what do we need to do as a people to get around it or to still make our vote count in accordance to how they've changed the law, right? Because what we do sometimes is give up.
I think the people who are smart enough to know government and law need to, also redraw lines and give other options. And like I said, what Lo said, we need to vote. Like, we need to pool our vote. We need to take our young people to vote. You know what I'm saying? Show them how
100%.
easy
I think
it
we need
is.
to take greater measures.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I say this, like you said, when black people don't act like their vote don't count. Go look at when Barack Obama got elected, how many people showed up in the re-election. And then even Biden recently. So when people want to vote, when people want to participate, they can. The numbers show that we can move place. Is even they showed how Stacey Abrams lost by 750 votes. One governor election, and then the next one she lost by 1 million, but it was totally different numbers that showed up. So you know what I'm saying? Like, if the people would have showed up the first time, she'd have won by over like 2 million, just by the same number of people voting.
Absolutely.
So that's why I said it's imperative that you vote, because like I said, people they try to tell you that your vote don't count. It's not even other black people telling you your vote don't count. It's the other people telling you your vote don't count. So us black people are telling each other the vote counts. You got to show.
Even when you look at Stacey Abrams, the reason it was so big the second time was because they cheat. They moved the needle. You know what I mean? They moved the needle. That jump was just as illegal as everything that they claimed that happened to him is really what happened here in Georgia. I mean, they straight stole the election from her. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But it's like, you say, what can we do, right? Now, we had a whole conversation last week on the podcast, and we had the conversation based on all of the, was it last week before, but all of the hoopla that was going on social media about Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion. All over the place. You could not find, go somewhere where you could, but where is this hoopla at?
Distractions.
What all the posts that was shared about Klay and Megan, we don't share that about this voting thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We're not sharing
I think
that.
I've seen it on my timeline 3 times. That's it.
I haven't seen it at all.
See what
I
I'm
didn't
saying?
hear about it until you told me this
See what I'm
was a
saying?
topic for tonight.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Not shared at all.
That's
That's a
one of the
problem.
problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we quick to share this garbage. You know what I mean? We worried about all this other nonsense, but we won't talk about something that's affecting us directly. And that's why our votes aren't good. That's why things aren't, because we as a people don't get this information out to each other. You know what I mean? And
But it's not even just we as the people. Like, the whole social media system is set up to keep you in the same loop of information.
Facts.
That keeps coming back to you. The
Facts.
algorithm is like,
Absolutely.
oh, that's what you like. Let me give you more of that.
Facts.
So if you look at one piece of bullshit too long, that's going to be in your feed for 20,000 hours.
Sure.
But it's not going to give you anything of import, anything of, of value.
Yeah.
So-
I've been saying that a lot of it is to distract us. A lot of this stuff is put out by Russians and people in different countries, and that really and people here, right, that want our attention to be on stuff that's basically BS. Because if they can keep your attention on the BS while they over here doing all kind of little tricks and stuff and taking away your rights, then you don't even know what the hell just went on, right? Because your focus is on some stuff that has no relevance to your life, to your everyday life. Because what does Klay and Megan have to do with your everyday life?
Not
Not
only
a damn
that, you guys
thing.
talking about people voting in the elections, and you're talking about, like, with the midterms. A lot of people don't even know how to vote in the midterms. You know what I mean? Like, There are some people who only vote for the president.
Only vote.
They don't
That's
even think about voting
Yep.
for Congress. They don't think
That's
about
correct.
voting for mayors. They don't think about voting for governors. They don't.
Facts.
They don't think about any for city reps. Are you kidding me? Like some people don't even know that those are elected positions. Sheriffs, those are all elected positions. A lot of people don't know to even that they have any input, say, or control over what happens in their communities whatsoever. But I mean, it's even deeper than that. A lot of people don't know the impact that they can have in their own children's schools and have an impact as to what classes their kids take. I had so many kids who would be like, oh, I'm in this class, but I took it in 8th grade and now I'm in 10th grade taking it again. Like, why doesn't your parent come up here and say something? I told them, but they said, well, school knows where you're supposed to be. So they just, fall into the system. And I feel like in our communities that happens so much just because a lack of understanding and a lack of knowledge as to like the amount of say and control that you have as an adult person in your own life and in the life of your kids.
And where do you think that? Where do y'all think that is missing? Why does that not get pushed over to the kids? Where are we missing that? Why do we miss that so much?
Authority. Because I think within our communities from a young age, we are raised to respect authority. And we are taught that everybody, in a position of power or significance is an authority. So if you grow up thinking, okay, my teachers are authorities, my pastor is the authority, my principal is the authority. Even as an adult, sometimes it doesn't click in your head that your pastor is not your authority, that your principal is not your authority. He's the authority over the people in the school. He's not the authority over the parents, right? But I think some of us don't mature to the level of understanding that as an adult, I have the right to make choices that are in the best interest of me and my family, regardless of what these people say. And so we still view these people who have these titles as authoritarians, and we kind of bow to whatever their recommendations are. And they are also being goaded by people in positions of political power to make recommendations that are not in the best interest of us.
I want to add. Can I add something?
Real quick.
Okay,
I want to say
okay.
what you said earlier in regards to the power that we have and them trying to attack. Think about this. We're not even using our power.
Right.
Yeah.
But they can recognize the power that we have, so they make
Yeah.
sure to shut it down. That
Yeah.
is when she said
We
that, I
give
thought
it
about
away.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know if we give it away. I don't think we even know that we have it to give away.
That's
'Cause
why
don't
we
give it
understand-
away.
We don't know that we have it.
This is what
Right,
I
that's why-
they're claiming it.
yeah.
We ain't even giving it away.
Yeah.
I think they're claiming
Well,
it.
this is what I wanted to add to what I agree with everything you said, Christy. I also want to add there's a phrase in psychology called learned helplessness, and so when you have literally watched elections being stolen and your people being neighborhoods being redlined and all these things occur, you start thinking, I have no power. You take
gonna go
that.
there too.
You subconsciously take that with you, right? That I have no power. And that is why with things like, let's go back to Primetime and his son, how they said they do these public, demonstrations, nigga, stay in your place. So we it's still in our subconscious, okay, no matter what I do, I have no power. These people are in control. And when you start thinking like that, then you're not going to go vote. You're going to be like, it doesn't matter, y'all, because they're going to do what they're going to do.
I was going
Right?
to say,
It's learned helplessness.
and that's you explained actually
Helplessness.
because I was going to say, is it that we're just so tired of fighting, and when you think about something like the Meg and Clay thing, that instead of going this way to actually where we actually have to push and use our power, we'd rather look at this and laugh. And I ain't gonna say feel good, but the Clay and Megan things was something easy to jump on. You know, pick a side and go back and forth with each other instead of going this way and actually using our power to go against something.
Yeah.
Or, like I said, this stuff that's out right now, we'd rather not share this. We'd rather share something that's easier to talk about.
Yes, yeah.
And it goes right
the
into what you
trick
just
is
said.
that here's the trick that's being played on us. The Meg Thee Stallion, that the whole thing is us against us.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like I said, pick a side and fight
It's
against each other.
us against
That's it.
us. Like I've been watching how the media feeds into anything that's divisive, right? Because people were taking sides, but it's us against us.
Yep.
Where we need to be taking sides on some stuff that really counts when it comes to these political arenas, right?
It's deeply embedded programming.
It is.
Because I mean, even as a comedian, right, when I'm on stage, if there are certain times where I'll talk about certain topics and the audience will come up to me afterwards like, oh, you need to dumb that down. You know what I mean? Like that's too smart. You need to talk about something.
That ain't what I came here for.
Yeah.
Right. They like it's like there's a lack of desire to be educated. There's a lack of desire to talk about anything of depth or anything that's going to make you think a little bit too much. There's just we don't have in our communities, like I don't know if it's like you said, being worn down, burned out, or what, like tired of fighting, but like people get off work, they work 2-3 jobs, they don't want to think.
Yeah.
They don't want to fight. They don't want, like they just want something that's gonna give them a complete release and some relief. So they drink, they get high, they want to dance, they want to fuck, they want to talk shit about whatever bullshit's going on. But as soon as you bring up anything that's going to impact their way of life or, you know what I mean, like have a real effect on what's going to, like the choices and how they live, how they show up in the world, they don't want to talk about it.
I want to talk about it.
I mean, today,
But you gonna complain.
May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Man, we out.
Oh, party.
We out like a man.
Yeah.
My
We out
timeline,
partying like we Mexican.
My timeline was filled with folks out for Cinco.
Hell yeah.
But I guarantee you ain't nobody out there
Cinco de
talking
Mayo.
about this Voters Act being
They not even, they don't even
Slashed.
want, they like, why are they talking about that bullshit right now? They don't know.
and what number one just said about the voting registration tables. Now, when Barack was running, there was a registration table everywhere. Think about that. There was when Barack was running, everybody was trying to get you to vote. When he was running, and we galvanized behind it. We galvanized behind Biden because of the simple fact that Barack said that's who we should be behind. You know, a girl came in a little late. Nobody really said, but it's almost like we have to be galvanized by somebody in the entertainment industry to make us actually move in a certain way. Because when Barack was running, all of the entertainers was out here, Diddy did what he did. He was doing what he was doing at the time, most likely. But he was out here, pushing the vote thing. Everybody was pushing the vote thing, but right now, how many of them are really pushing it?
Yeah.
Other than a sound quip here or there, but you don't see them.
But that's by design, right? Isn't that why they got Diddy locked up? He was
Did too much.
to push the voting thing. Because
I don't know.
He had a few campaigns that he got people out, voting. And then as soon as they talk about running and stuff,
I don't know if that's
I shut my mouth, JT. I shut it up. I shut it down.
I ain't even saying he ain't wrong for what he did, but I'm saying
Okay, baby. Okay. That's what I like to hear, Christy. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, two things can be right. Two things can be true at the same time.
We couldn't even say his name.
Oh, really?
Because
my eyes start twitching.
Oh, girl, me too. I've been Diddy, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like,
Yep. The Met Gala that just happened.
Yeah.
Was it last night? night before last night, something like that just happened.
Yeah.
She said, "Were
And-
there any voter registration tables?"
And what nobody even
red
talking
carpet?
about it on the red carpet. But back when Barack was running, oh yeah, they was walking in there with vote was somewhere on their outfit or somewhere. They was pushing it at that time. But now,
But see, even with that being said, that's still about the presidential.
President, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They still miss the
Right.
bigger issue, and that's your
Right.
local elections.
locally.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's where people just simply don't vote in numbers.
Right.
They just don't vote in numbers, and it's just so many.
so I just wait every 4 years. That's when I'm gonna start looking at it.
So
Well,
what?
they don't know
So
how
we.
it affects them.
So we need to. What do we need to do? We need to have more information out there. We need to push this information out. Right.
Y'all do what y'all can.
Go ahead. No, because earlier,
But it takes- because it
earlier
takes everybody.
you was gonna say something earlier. Go ahead.
It
please.
takes
I was
everybody,
gonna say
Christy.
a bunch of stuff. No, because it's so
Because that's the
funny.
learned
And
helplessness.
this is part of the problem. It's like
Yeah.
the people who do understand and who do know and who know, we want to educate people, but then when you see like how deep the lack of education goes and how much it's going to take to get people to a place of understanding, that's where the frustration even sinks in on the part of educators. Like the number of teachers right now that are just like giving up on students. And then like you talking about trying to get people to vote, a lot of them can't read. You know what I mean? The literacy rate is growing. The inability to do basic math is increasing in our communities. And so it's like, how do you educate people enough to understand the impact of what's happening in political office when you can't even get them to understand the impact of how learning algebra is going to impact their ability to buy a car and the interest rate that they're going to have to pay, or think about, how getting an apartment versus a house, which one is better and why? Or you can't even get people to try to understand the importance of credit. So there's so many levels of things that are falling apart in our community, and all of them are having such a tremendous impact that for somebody to take one thing like voting, where you already feel powerless and you're feeling powerless in every other aspect of your life, it's hard to, who has time to think about who the governor is or who the mayor is when you're trying to figure out how you're going to feed your family with the increase in gas prices, with the increasing rents, and now, with the increasing single parenthood families, you know what I mean? So it's like, if now I'm dealing with, I got 5 kids, I got 4 baby daddies, ain't none of these niggas got a job.
Oh.
I got to work 3 jobs just to put food on the table, and half my kids are failing school. Am I really concerned with who the mayor is?
That's what.
And what was that
Okay.
word? What was that word again?
Learned helplessness.
Learn helplessness. But that's my point is that I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic when it comes to these things, right?
That's good.
Some things are, you just say it. You just say, hey, if you vote for him, you're not going to be able to get an abortion. If you vote for this person, you will have options. Like some things need to just be cut and dry, black and white.
But some people don't even know the benefit
I
of
got
that.
a thing in the mail yesterday. I wish I had brought it. I got a thing in the mail. It broke down. It said who the opponents were. It said this person is Democratic, and it said this is what they're going to give you if you vote for them. It said this person is Republican. This is what you're going to get when you vote for them. It's that simple. It's not
that simple,
but
though.
it's not that hard. When you start telling people, hey, you're not gonna get your checks, you're not gonna get food stamps if you vote for this person. And if you decide, and that's all it's got to be. If you decide not to go to the polls, then don't complain when your stuff is up in the air. So when we start being clear with our community, this is what's going on, and educating people are not that slow. Don't get me wrong. People are in fight or flight. I'm not going to say that we're not in fight or flight at a lot of times, right? Dealing with this party, but that is by design to throw us off. Because if you are in fight or flight, all you're thinking about is the next moment. But we also have to have people in our communities going either door to door or putting out flyers and saying, this is what's going on. This is what we have to push the stuff into the algorithms. We have to maybe even pay to have, like Jasmine Crockett, she pays and has ads talking about what she's standing for and the support that she needed when she needed the support, right? We have to do those things. Instead of, like, we'll push everything else. We have to push these issues. There has to be these people that have big platforms. They have to start talking about this stuff.
There you go.
But the language is
You know?
confusing too. So when you say stuff like, oh, if you vote for this person, then you won't be able to have an abortion. A lot of people are sitting there like, well, abortion should be illegal anyway, because they've been taught by their churches and by Christianity that abortion is wrong. They're not seeing the greater impact that there's some fucking white man somewhere who's got full control over what you can and can't do over your body as a woman who's never even had a female body. Like, why should this man be able to tell me how I can behave within my body? And not only that, it's like there are certain situations where you might feel like, yeah, it would be better to be able to have an abortion. Or I don't believe in abortion, but if my daughter got, attacked by somebody and impregnated, and it's a situation where, she shouldn't have to live with going through 9 months of carrying this person's child and then have to live with raising this person's child, she should have an option. Like, when people aren't thinking in terms of that, all they're thinking sometimes is in terms of, nah, my pastor said that abortion is murder and I don't believe in murder. You know what I mean? So when you just come at them with something black and white, like, you vote for this person, it means you can't have an abortion. That's not like the end all be all of the story. There's levels to it. And then the abortion isn't even cut and dry like you can't have an abortion. It's at what point in the pregnancy can you terminate or not terminate? Like, is it 6 weeks? Is it 6 months? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, there's levels, and depending on who you vote for, it's not just going to determine whether you can or can't. It's going to determine when you can, if you can.
But that's the part that you can say, right? Like somebody like you that understands this law can make videos and talk about, hey, if you vote for this person, a 12-year-old that gets raped cannot get an abortion. A 12-year-old that's carrying her father's child can't get an abortion. So it's bigger than just
take
a woman.
Step further, the woman who was forced to keep the child and ended up losing her life because of it.
Yeah.
Right.
When she didn't even want to have the child, but was forced to, and then
That
ended
too.
up dying.
Yeah, because there's a lot of situations where there's medical complications. And
Correct.
you have to choose between yourself and the baby. And if the law says you can't choose yourself, that's insane.
It's insane. And that's the part that needs to be talked about.
And they've been tearing up Killer Mike and them recently about that too, Frank. He's talking about just they tried that, and them black rappers and others said that's why they shouldn't vote for Kamala. Killer Mike, Ice Cube, Nicki, Sexy Red, all them guys. They call it Nicki Trump. They helped Trump. Yeah, that's correct. I mean, but now like Killer Mike is trying to come back and talk about the voting rights. And I saw a couple posts with dudes like, "Hey, Killer Mike, you need to stay out of this one."
Yeah, they've been
you
clowning him.
You one of the reasons.
Yep.
that we're in the situation now because of your influence. So, but they still have to. I still think it's gonna take those kind of people, those people and more, to trigger the algorithm. You know what I mean? We can do it from our end, and and I'm gonna personally I'm gonna make a post every day, throughout this election at some point about this voting rights thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just on my small scale, but I just think you just want to hope that some of these things trigger somebody else to do it, somebody else to do it, because we have to wake some of these people up, man, because this is serious. People don't even understand the significance of what they're doing right now.
You know, it's crazy. I was talking to my nephew over the weekend, and he was telling me that one of the reasons that they're pushing for these anti-abortion laws is because teenage pregnancy is down so much that it's affecting the population. So, like, he said, the teenage pregnancy rates are down.
I read that somewhere.
Yeah. and that's impacting our population. And so they're thinking if they get rid of the abortion laws, then they're going to have to, all these teenagers that are getting pregnant are going to have to keep these kids instead of getting rid of them. And then that will help their side of the population continue to increase. They're not really concerned with our population. Our population is on par.
No. There was a rich white guy who was getting interviewed by somebody during his past election, and he said that. He said flat out. He said, we're concerned about our population. We're concerned about becoming a
That's
minority.
the problem.
Yep.
He said it flat out.
That's why they're trying to do the redlining.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to do the
Yeah.
anti-abortion laws, because it's
Yeah.
impacting their communities.
Yeah.
And it's scaring them to see our numbers growing. But that's also why they do stuff like make immigrants identify as white in census and in elections, because honestly, we are the majority of the population. They're trying to keep us ignorant to that fact. They
I've
keep
been
telling us
wondering
that
that.
we're like 13%.
Yes.
But every
Yes.
Nigerian, every Indian, every Asian person, every person that comes into the country, when they get American citizenship, they have them identify as white. So it increases the white population on the census numbers.
I've been wondering that.
Damn.
I've been wondering if they're also lying about
That's interesting.
how many of us are here. Even black people, just, I've been
100%.
wondering about if they're fudging the numbers to make us feel like there's not as many of us over here.
Yeah, and a lot of times, even
Because
when they
if you
do the
think
census,
about-
they don't go into our communities. Like, when's the last time a census person
Right.
knocked on your door?
But think about slavery.
So
How many people?
the census is supposed to tell us who is here, but they're not going into black communities. So who are they counting?
But think about slavery. How many people were bringing like hundreds of slaves over? You see what I'm saying? Why would we not be at least equal? That's the part that I've been wondering. What I was going to say too, I had to look it up because I was trying to remember what the name of it was. It's another phenomenon in psychology. It's called the bystander effect, where people will not do, a lot of times people don't act until they see you act. And then they think so that's why we have to be the people that believe in there needs to be change, have to be the people that start speaking up and posting and talking about these issues, right? And then other people will catch on to that, because that's what the bystander effect is about. They've watched these phenomenons where, like, if somebody's being attacked, sometimes nobody will help, but if one person starts trying to help, other people will start coming trying to help, right? And so it's a mindset. It's a mindset. So the people that believe that we need to educate our community, we have to start doing more posts, even with this program that we're doing today, chopping it up and posting.
What'd you call
you know
it?
what I mean?
Learn what now? What was it again?
The first one was learn helplessness.
It all
Learn
comes. It all
helplessness.
comes back to that, man. I think that a lot of people just don't want to mess up their status quo. A lot of people are looking at, well, you know what? I'm able to pay all my bills.
Yeah.
I'm able to go out on date night every now and then. I'm able to do this and able to do that. I'm okay, and they let it go like that.
But what's even deeper than that is that some people are in constant hope of being in the rich, wealthy 1% category, and they don't want to shift things so that when they get there, they have the same privileges and the same power as that group. So they vote in congruence with that group. You know what I mean? Like, they vote in the best interest of the group they hope to be instead of in the group they belong to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, so because when I get to be there, I want to be able to do blah, 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 and I want to be able, I can't wait to shit on people. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who have that mentality, and they may not get there, but they're still voting against their own interest in the hope that one day they will be a part of that group.
But you know what? That may be part of
that's
why
100%
Ice Cube and all of them did that.
100% fact.
All those rappers. That's probably why they did it, right? They knew they were going to be getting tax cuts, but they're not going to say that.
Correct.
They're not going to say that, right?
That's correct.
Can't say it.
But how do you get people to stop wanting to shit on people? Like, how do we increase the mindset to people? Shift that mindset to where it's like understanding that regardless of how much money you have, shitting on people is not the way to go. Like,
You
know
can
what I
still
mean?
get shitted on.
Right. because there's always
Oh,
somebody with more.
you gonna get shitted on.
That's the part
Still.
they don't get.
You gonna get that.
Right,
That's
because there's still the gatekeepers on top of you holding
Facts.
you down. They
That-
put you
that's-
in place and they'll take it away, just like they did with Kelly and Diddy and Cosby
Exactly.
and the rest of them. It's like, oh, you got a little too big for your britches, little nigga. Let me lock you up for a minute, humble you. So,
100%.
but it's like our people cannot conceptualize that there is no place that we can get to where we are beyond that. We are always in this group.
yeah.
No matter how much money we have. So we always need to try and vote in the interest of this group. And even if you do make it to that level, your family's still here, nigga. Like, why
Yeah.
are you voting in
Yeah.
the interest against your whole family?
Like you said, even
Kanye
if they,
West?
even if they make it to that level,
Right.
you still are. You still in the group.
Yeah.
Right.
Kanye West said you still a NIGGER.
You know,
You still.
You know, just one with money.
There
So
you go.
let me ask a controversial statement though, a question, because you know when you say things like, and you're 100% right, you know we vote against the interests of our own. People do that, you know, and it's the old divide and conquer thing. It's been working for centuries. It's one, you know, it's one wars, it's one, and it defeats our community because they divide us. We fight amongst each other.
yeah.
But what do we say to, you know, when we're voting, right? And we seen the Democrats that, you know, that we vote in office, but yet we watch them cower down to the Republican Party. I mean, we literally watch them. The Republicans say they're gonna do this. They do it. And the Democrats say, oh, you can't do that. And they say, okay, what you gonna do about it? Oh, you can't do that. Okay, what you gonna do about it? Well, you're not supposed to do it. Okay, but what you gonna do about it? And they do nothing. They just sit there. They sit on these. We just sat here and watched for the umpteenth time throughout this guy's. He's only been in office a little over a year, and all these congressional hearings. You know, I don't know if y'all check them, any of them out, but the ones recently when they asked the people flat out about, and these people that's going for positions that got to be voted on, and ask him, you know, what do you say to the January 6th thing? We don't have anything to say about that. What do you say about the president saying that, you know, there's not going to be any more votes after this? Oh, well, you know, that's just a farce. That's just, you know, what do you say? You know, they're asking them direct questions. What do you say about, you know, the January 6th thing? You know, they deny it. They just deny these things or act like they didn't know. They don't know anything about it. You know, they asked the other day about, you know, what if the president tells you to do something? He's like, well, he's never given me those orders. But what if he does? Oh, you just ask me hypotheticals. But these aren't really hypotheticals. These are things that he said.
Right.
And they're just, so you're asking all these questions, you're grilling them. They're not saying it, but then you're gonna go back and they've been voting these people in.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's like, you know what I mean, it's like this party is so freaking weak.
Yeah.
It's sickening.
Like what
I
she
think
said.
they're scared. I think they are
The party's
scared,
scared?
about their jobs. I think they know
Elected officials, you talking about?
these elected officials. I
That's
think,
what she just said.
yeah, I think that they're scared.
They
I think
get
that,
there,
yeah,
and so that they can stay there.
yeah, they want to stay there, and I think they realize that again, when you have the Republican Party has so much control right now, because the only thing that's going to change that is back to what we said earlier. Us going to these polls, to these
not the only thing that's
midterm
gonna
elections,
change
and voting in people that have our best interests in mind, whether they be Republican or Democratic, and more than likely they're going to be Democratic, right? So that's the main thing. We have to vote these people in, because if the judges are scared, right, or if the judges are Republican and they're going to agree with this bull crap, we're in a vicious cycle. We're in a vicious cycle, because what is a Democrat going to do against a judge that's Republican that as soon as they file a lawsuit and say that this is unconstitutional, they shoot the shit down?
I think we have.
What
to
are
do
they going to
something
do?
More impactful than just voting.
No, we have to vote, because I'm not great fight. Nobody's war.
I'm not talking about fighting. We
What
don't
would
have
we
to fight.
do?
It's a capitalist society.
What would we
Fuck
do?
up their money. That's all we have to do.
And I agree with that. Come on with it.
Yeah, that's
Come on with it. I
This
agree
is
with
a
that.
capitalist society. You
I
mess
agree.
with their money, everything shifts. Nothing will shift as long as they keep getting the money. So as long as we keep paying $4 for gas, they're gonna charge $5. As long as we keep paying $10 for eggs, they're gonna charge $12. Like they don't give a fuck. They're just collecting money, and we keep giving it to them. So until we stop
Yeah.
giving them money, it doesn't matter Republican, Democrat, none of that
Yeah.
shit matters. We have to mess with their money. That's
Yeah.
the only way we're gonna get changed.
So how do we get around gas? Because
Stop going to work.
girl,
Dead ass.
come
No.
on, Christy. Now I was with you till you said that we're gonna be homeless.
I didn't say nothing about being homeless.
If you stop going to work,
Okay,
how you
who-
gonna pay your mortgage?
Who they gonna evict? What's gonna happen to the property if they evict
Girl, they
everybody?
will evict-
It's gonna sit there. They're
Exactly.
gonna have to bring the gas prices down. Everybody
Exactly.
stop going to work, stop driving, stop buying gas. It's only gonna take a week.
You think
Watch
a week?
how much those gas prices drop if
let's-
nobody bought gas for
Okay.
1
They,
week.
they
Okay.
already listen. They already
Okay.
they already have the gas. Remember,
Okay.
we
We
took
took
over
it from
Venezuela.
right?
They
This
have
is
the,
a
Yeah.
con.
They have the gas.
It's all a con, and as
this
long
is the
as
money.
we
This is
paying
the money
for it.
play.
Exactly.
This is money play.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. When you have
Facts.
They got enough
you have to
reserve.
do
They got enough
something-
reserve to say to
You have
kill
to
all
do
this.
something that indicates a position of power.
Yeah.
They can't evict the entire fucking country. So they have to make choices that are going to be in their best interest. If they see everybody stops going to work because they don't want to pay $4 a gallon for gas, first thing they're going to do is lower the gas prices. What do we need to do to get you back to work? Because we need people working and we need people contributing to the economy. We need consumers. My mom keeps telling me, oh, they're about to build concentration camps and put everybody in them. I'm like, that does not sustain a consumer economy. That's illogical. We have to think about how they're thinking. People are like, oh, robots are going to replace our jobs. AI is going to replace. That does not support a consumer economy. They have to provide us the opportunity to make enough money to keep feeding them money. So it's not until we start taking back our opportunities to feed them money that they're going to make changes that are in our best interest.
You own to something. And my tires are messed up, so would you be giving me a ride? Can I ride with you? 'Cause then I ain't gotta buy gas. I tires.
You ain't going nowhere. So you ain't
going
gonna
nowhere.
you ain't gonna need them tires.
Right? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
We gotta get to the comedy shows.
We all just go and show
We
up
got-
at the park with our tents and leave our cars parked outside.
We gotta
and,
get
like,
to
do
now. The
something
homeless
about
people
it.
already done tried that in California. I don't know if that's gonna work, but but we gotta get to these comedy shows, right, Christy? So I'm in agreement
saying
with
we
you.
could
If you
do it
pick me
online.
up,
Shit.
if you pick me up, you killing two
We
birds with
can
one
do
stone.
literally everything online right now. We ain't gotta
Okay,
go nowhere.
that's what's up.
That is a
That's what's
fact.
up. That's what's up.
Except stop buying shit on Amazon so we can fuck up Elon's money too.
Well, that's what happens,
No,
though. You know,
That's Bezos. right
Bezos
there.
money.
yeah.
Sorry,
That's what happens, though. That's the only thing about it, like you said, because we're gonna still be trying to buy
And everybody
stuff.
stopped buying from Bezos and bought from Temu. Oh, you want to watch how fast them terrorist shit?
Look, now you didn't went into a
Let me
whole nother
stop.
thing. Temu trying to kill us
know.
without the chemicals in the clothing. Y'all do know that, right?
Girl, how else is Amazon gonna keep you to keep buying from them except to tell you Temu trying to kill you?
Amazon got the clothes too,
Good. It's a good
with the
point.
chemicals in it.
It's a good point.
Amazon
Frank
got
says, how
clothes
you
too.
pro law enforcement, you pardon hundreds of criminals, many of whom have committed additional crimes since they were released. All politicians and judges need term limits. Agreed. Regardless of party, they are corrupt. Do you see that over $1 billion was voted in for the bill yesterday that covers millions in NDAs involving sexual assault? Wow. I didn't see that, but that's crazy.
Wait, read that last one again.
Did you see that over $1 billion was voted in a bill yesterday that covers millions in NDAs involving sexual assault?
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got all these Republicans doing all these high-five
Yeah, but
speeches
how
about.
many of those people are in the news? How many thousands of bottles of baby oil they talking about in
Yeah,
those?
they're-
They not even saying their
not-
names.
not
They
saying-
have
not-
NDAs
Right, not even saying
to
their
not
names.
expose them. No, he's trying to get me. What you see? Why you all up in grown folks' business?
So many people lost their jobs.
No, because he didn't went up there like 4 times.
I just put my coat here, like
I'm trying to see. Okay.
Wow, that's
And
great.
then you got that $400 million. They just want to vote in to build this dude his
his
his ballroom. You know what I mean? $400 million, and all these Republicans are all high fiving this junk. Yeah, we need it. We need it.
He said all those NDAs are for sitting members of Congress.
I believe that.
That's wild.
I believe that.
Dang, Fredo's up on all the news, right? Like this nigga. I didn't even know he knew news like that.
Told you I get them tired, Jose. Yeah, and I told you, Jose. And it has a number 4. It has a number 4 involved in it.
Open.
When Biden left office, gas was $3.11. It's $4.46 today.
It was $7 a gallon in California.
Hey, listen.
What?
Yes,
It cost me
I just
$100 a day to fill up my truck.
$6.99 for
I saw you
unleaded.
post that.
$100. I looked at that. I was like, "What?" And it wasn't even on E.
I try
It
not
was
to look.
$6.99 a gallon
$100.
in California for
I
unleaded
heard
regular. It's stupid.
This is unleaded. This is 87. This is 87 gas, man.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I almost shed a tear at the gas
it's
station.
cost me almost $100 to fill up my compact car.
Electricity was
Christy, you ain't got
16.6
the hookup?
kilowatts. Now it's
You ain't got the
17.65.
I'm trying to get the hookup. They
It was
said
$76 a barrel.
I need to be open.
Oil now is $115 a barrel.
I can see
Heating
it in my
oil was
Mexican.
$2.50 a gallon. Now it's $3.91 a gallon. Beef, when Biden left off, was $5.79
Like, why
a
are we stealing
pound.
other countries'
Now it's
oil?
$9.50 a pound.
For
For
what?
beef?
Yes. Hey
Everyone-
man,
I don't eat beef, so beef
But
can be
said- but
high as
but
hell.
But he keeps telling us, "Oh, the economy's better than it's ever been." You know what I mean? The
Right.
price are better than ever been. He keeps saying this BS on.
Why are
But
y'all
a lot of
listening?
what they're
The
doing
fact
is
that, no, the
Y'all
fact
know
that-
this man is a
It's not the
narcissist.
fact that we're listening.
Right.
It's the fact that he's allowed to say it, and nobody
Nobody
as
checks
a
him.
whole,
Nobody's challenging
they're
it.
not destroying this junk.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're letting they're worried about Jimmy Kimmel. They want to fire him again. You know what I mean? They don't.
Again.
But you know
This-
what
this is the
you know what the
nonsense.
motivation was behind it, right? It was all to get people back to work. Because after COVID, a lot of people weren't working. The gig economy was strong. People were making a lot of money on social media. The only way that they could get people back into the offices and back into work was to raise the price of everything.
Facts.
That's why we are in an inflationary period right now, because they were like, we need to get people
Yeah.
back to work.
Yep. And they
A
turned
lot of
around and
companies were complaining that they didn't have no workers. People were quitting jobs left and right because
Yeah.
they were making enough money to support themselves online.
they turned around and bought
How dare they do that?
and they
dare
bought
they
TikTok.
indeed.
They turned around and bought TikTok as well, right? Because they knew people were
they
making
tried to shut it down.
like $500-600 a day or more on TikTok. They took that and said that and changed all the terms and said we can use your content without paying you. Like America is a trip. They literally saw people making money off of this platform and was willing to shut it down unless they decided to give them share in it. And that's what happened. A lot of people don't even know that. They were making fun of these people on TikTok that were crying when they had shut it down for one day, but these people were literally making a living off of talking.
Right.
And they no longer wanted them to have that type of power. So now they bought it. America has, I think, 80 or 90% percentage of ownership in TikTok in America now. It's crazy.
Oh, it's bananas.
Yeah.
Iran is killing 47 with those Lego videos on Twitter. Their video team is wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
they lighting them up on that.
Yeah, they've been killing
I'm
it.
loving every bit of them.
Oh, top 5 Michael Jackson songs. Okay.
Yeah. Give y'all a little head start.
Oh, that's what we doing? Okay.
Yeah, anything else, Teasy?
Yeah. Last thing I was going to talk about, since this is Mental Health Month, Awareness Month, did you realize that a lot of nonprofit organizations are losing funding because of this administration also?
Yeah.
One of them that today is called National Silence the Shame Day. Shanti Doss, who is a big-time record executive, her I think it was her father and her uncle. Two people in her family had committed suicide. She was on the Ryan Cameron show talking about it, and it started from there. She started National Silence the Shame. She started Silence the Shame, and it started on May 5th. Today is 10 years, her 10-year anniversary, but she actually just lost funding, $600,000.
Wow.
She just lost that funding like last week. And she was like, it's not only my organization. There's a lot of organizations that's losing this type of funding
Absolutely is.
in regards to mental health and medical things like that is losing funding because of this cutback and all of this type of stuff that's
Well, they
happening.
don't
But they
benefit
want
from
$400
being
but they want
healthy.
$400 million to build a ballroom. But go ahead.
Yeah, under this regime.
believe
I don't
that,
even want
Lo?
to call it. It's under this regime right now.
You believe
it was
that?
founded in
I'm
2017.
really gonna cut a check before today.
That's a bomb shelter.
They
He knew
don't
he was going to
benefit
start these
from
wars.
you
That's a
being
bomb
healthy.
shelter.
That
Yeah.
part. See,
They don't benefit from us being healthy. They especially don't benefit from black men being healthy,
Facts.
right? So
Period.
they do everything they can to keep us sick.
Oh yeah, I wrote a poem
I've
about
been
that too.
telling y'all the
Yeah.
FDA, Food and Drug Administration, they govern both things, right? Food and drugs. They play it in our faces.
100%.
They tell us the side effects of the drugs, but they still prescribing them. May cause anal leakage, may cause eye bleeding. You know what I mean? Like they tell you, but they're still prescribing it. They do the same thing with food. I've been talking about truth in advertising. I've been paying attention to stuff like the fact that the Pillsbury Doughboy is fat as fuck. You eat Pillsbury food, what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna look like a Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah.
Like they play in our face with
been
this shit.
doing that forever.
Yeah.
Look, the Kool-Aid
Yeah.
man, right? This nigga runs through fences, these
Yeah,
big
brick
as a
wall,
house,
right,
right? Like
Yeah.
that's what your kid gonna act like soon as he drinks some Kool-Aid. That shit don't even have real flavors.
Yeah.
It's red. Everybody's favorite flavor Kool-Aid is a color. That's not real food. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They play with your lunch meat. They called it bologna. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is bologna? It's not even a real meat. It's
A bunch of
bologna. It's bullshit. What
bullshit.
does
A
the
whole
word
bunch of
bologna
stuff
mean?
put together.
Like they be clowning us with Ronald
Yeah.
McDonald too. Don't even get me started on
Yeah. Chrissy,
clown
I
right in our face.
I
That's-
100%
he looks
agree.
dead. That man is pale as hell with red hair. That's the mascot for McDonald's. And then he's got his little bandits, Grimace, the big fat one, the Hamburglar. Like they're clowning with us, right? As they're selling us bullshit that's gonna kill us, and then they sell us the drugs that are gonna keep us from feeling the pain as we die slowly. Like this some bullshit.
Yeah, Christy, I've been saying it for years that we are the commodity. We are the commodity in America. They literally use
We
the
are the
people.
resource.
We are the resource. We are the commodity.
Yeah.
They give us enough to make us sick, to keep us alive, but to make us sick, just to keep you living. And then you go to the doctor. They're gonna give you a prescription. The prescription. After you start taking that prescription, you're gonna need another prescription to counter that damn
Up to
prescription.
20,
You
30
understand what I'm saying?
prescriptions, yeah.
And you're going to live, but you're going to be miserable.
Uncomfortable.
Now you cannot quit your job because you got to pay for what? Prescriptions.
Yeah,
You
medication,
cannot quit.
insurance.
And they're going to tell you that anything that has to do with Eastern culture is foo-foo, when really that's the damn key.
And the body is self-healing.
The key
It's a
is
self-healing
your body will heal
mechanism.
itself. There's stuff that's in the ground. Think about this. I was in the store a few weeks ago, and they were actually it's a couple of months ago. He was talking about how they're trying to regulate the sale of THC and all these things. Anything that is natural, they want to take that away and tell you
And
don't
control
take
it.
that. Take this bullshit that this pharmaceutical company has made. They're in cahoots with the pharmaceutical companies. Okay, so it's in your best interest to try to get off anything that they are giving you.
Oh, for
To
sure.
try to work towards. I'm not saying you have to get off everything.
No, get off everything.
But try to narrow it down.
That's not
because
medical
it's
advice.
a vicious. I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you to get off everything. But it's a vicious cycle of keeping you sick enough to stay on this book. The food is
But not
poisonous.
the one from the dispensary.
Right. Smoke reefer.
The food is poisonous and cancer. But that's what I'm saying. Now they're trying to take reefer away.
That's what I'm saying. Smoke
They're
reefer.
putting.
Get the one with the
hold on,
seeds
hold
in
on.
it.
Let me be
Right.
clear. Let me be clear.
Pull the seeds
If
out.
it ain't got the seeds in it, and you don't know somebody that's
It ain't
growing it,
real.
you can't even take that shit. Because now they're putting all type of chemicals and stuff in that, where it's been proven that people are having psychotic episodes from this new weed. So everything is a bunch of BS over here, and it's about money. So we need to start.
100%.
You need to find some people that are
That's
farmers.
why I said quit your job.
Black
Like,
farmers.
just stop going to work.
You
Y'all don't know.
have to.
She's
You're gonna have to
not
figure out
lying.
something.
Like humans
Edible
are the
thing,
number
all
one
that type of
resource
stuff.
in this country.
In
That's why
America.
every single corporation has a
100%.
human resources department. Humans
100%.
are the resource.
Yep.
Human resources management. Humans are the resource.
Yeah.
We are the number one resource. That's why they keep breeding us.
Yeah. Facts.
Facts.
What you just said.
Can't argue.
Yeah.
Smoke reefer, people.
Yeah.
Says smoke reefer.
You
Or
got it. You just got to be
tobacco. Like,
careful.
make it natural.
Like I said.
Smoke oregano. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. you got to be careful, JT. I'm telling you, because a lot of people are smoking weed.
Smoke Blue
You can look
Lotus.
this up. People are having psychotic episodes,
I
and their
said-
brain is not right
I
after
said
one
reefer.
hit.
Don't
Schizophrenic.
smoke that.
Reefer, right.
Yeah, the
Reefer is
reefer.
different from
Yeah,
weed.
it's
Okay,
different.
you right.
Different.
Don't get that dispensary shit.
Reefer.
Looking at their names
Old
and all
school.
that type shit. You know,
Yes.
they got names on it and all that. And man, I just want some reefer.
Because what they're doing now, they're contaminating that because they know that we smoke that.
Yeah,
So
they're
they're
trying to
trust
get
me,
to
they are
us.
contaminating
Because people was
that.
thinking too much when they was on the other shit.
Come on,
People was
100%,
like,
Chris.
I just want to get high,
Ain't that
so I
crazy?
can have some. So I can. It be making me think different. Like they was like, oh shit, these niggas thinking.
100%.
What can we do to the weed?
100%,
Ass the hell out.
Christy. Man, you are so right.
Let's make them sit back.
You are so.
Did you see
right.
it was a whole community of niggas thinking yesterday?
You are so
We-
right.
Have
we got to do
delusions.
something. What was they on? They was on that reefer.
You
Oh,
are so
shit.
right.
Well,
Let's
we
fix
tried to outlaw it. We put a
Yep.
bunch of them in jail.
Yep.
They just keep coming back. All
Yep.
right, we can just change it up. We gonna
Yep.
doctor it. We gonna
Yep.
GMO that shit.
gonna
Put
give
it
it
in
to
the
'em.
lab.
Girl, you
Go
so
give
right.
it to 'em.
Put it in the
Man.
pipe.
Man. Weed and taking a nap
It's not even the same.
would
shit.
have had you straight. You wouldn't be sick. Taking a nap, taking your ass to sleep.
Oh, back in the day, like
And
real
smoking
weed
some
heads
weed.
didn't even get COVID. Alcoholics
Come on.
and weed heads.
Come on. For real.
Like, they
Come
was
on.
like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Ain't nobody in this community dying.
I took
Facts.
I took an
Facts.
edible. You couldn't tell me that
Facts.
there was somebody in my backyard and the yard next to me burying a hole and putting people in it.
Shut up, JT.
I promise you. I promise you.
But
man.
you had some of their stuff because it was an edible.
Yeah, it was
you,
edible. Yeah.
you had
Man, they
had some of
couldn't
their
tell me.
stuff.
I was like,
And then they
man,
make it candy flavor. They like, yeah, let's get them
I
some more
said-
sugar.
I said,
Y'all
watch
know
this. We're
sugar
gonna
is
move from
the.
over here, and in
Yeah.
6 years, we're gonna find out that man over there had bodies in his backyard.
Did
I
it
said,
come out
"Listen."
yet? Has it been 6
I
years
said,
yet?
listen when they digging. Nope, still got 2 more. I said, listen when they digging. I said, I'm digging. I'm
But
telling
y'all
you.
notice how they making everything candy flavored, right? Because sugar is the single most addictive substance. right?
Facts.
So they make all your weed candy flavored now. They give it candy names. They put it in these little toy looking things that these kids be smoking on, and they.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, they put.
Yeah.
They
They busted a
said
bunch
they
of 'em last
made.
week.
Yeah.
They dip cigarettes in sugar to make them more addictive.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Cigarette
did.
game is different. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
like-
They actually did a research where they had rats and they
Yeah.
gave them cocaine. They
And-
were addicted to cocaine, and after a few weeks, they introduced sugar. So they had one lever to where they could get cocaine,
Mm-hmm.
one lever where they could, within 24 hours they were addicted to sugar.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you?
They started going to the sugar more than the cocaine.
They start going to the sugar, all of them, more than the cocaine. So that tells you how addictive sugar is.
is.
But we just gotta wake
And
up,
how
people.
much
We gotta
it
wake
weakens
up and
you.
stop being indulgent in every damn thing. Right? That's the number one thing that affects our health.
Sugar.
Just talking about
Indulgence.
yes, and talking about, oh, I'm just gonna live. Are you? What if you live and you miserable and you sick? Okay, so
Well, a lot of
you
people
gotta
don't
make
realize
choices.
the impact, though. Like, a lot of people are really just not knowledgeable about how it impacts. Like, I mean, even working in schools, when I would see these kids show up and they'd have hot Cheetos for breakfast with Skittles and then soda and then honey bun and then, you know what I mean? Like, it would just be, I'm like, y'all gonna eat anything? And they'd be like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all gonna eat anything real? And they're
Yeah.
like, what you calling real? Like, what do you eat? What's real food? Like, they don't know. Like, we would have, I mean, they're having bowl of sugar followed by a snack of sugar, followed by a lunch of sugar, followed by
Girl.
like, and they don't know that that's not natural, that that's not normal. Like the joke is the amount of success that we're still able to achieve, our survival rate, in spite of being fed that diet. Like, can you imagine all of these kids that are excelling in like sports, all these black athletes coming out of the hood? Imagine if they had a diet of something healthy and not like, you know what I mean, bologna sandwiches with hot Cheetos and a Sprite. Like, these kids are still accomplishing incredible things on this horrible diet where they can't even think properly because all they're like so sugared up, and everybody knows that sugar messes up your brain. Like, that's why they're even calling dementia type 3 diabetes, because that's how bad sugar is for your brain.
I just read that.
Yeah.
I just read that the other day.
Dementia is considered type 3 diabetes because it's being linked to sugar intake. And there's sugar in literally everything. It's hard to find something that doesn't have sugar, corn syrup, even like alcohol. Like, all of it is sugar related. So diabetes, like, people are, oh, you got that sugar? Like, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what it is, but we still just keep feeding it to.
Oh God,
we keep feeding it to ourselves. We keep eating it because that's how.
Got that white
because
stuff.
it's not. It's some of it.
Addiction.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
it's addiction. It's literally your body is addicted to this at this point, and that's why.
But
think
it's partly
about
normal
the cycle,
because
though.
we're designed to eat fruit, and fruit has sugar, and then they convince us that the sugar in fruit is the same as the sugar in a donut, and it's not.
And it's
fructose. It doesn't act the same in your body. Your body doesn't respond to it the same. It doesn't heal you the same. So, for instance, if you were to get sick right now, and you were to eat like mangoes, oranges, whatever, that would help your body heal. If you ate something with processed sugar, it would make you sicker. Right. That's how you know that they're not the same. They don't react the same in their body. You're not created the same. One's going to make you feel better. The other one's going to make you feel worse immediately.
Right.
Yeah. And think about the training that they do. Like you said, they literally have tricked us into thinking that cereal, that you need to start your kid's day with cereal.
Right. And orange
Pop-Tarts.
juice. And Pop-Tarts. Yeah. That's a balanced breakfast.
Right.
Because tricks are for kids.
Right. Right. So they start us early.
They're great.
They're great. I put the top 5 in there already, y'all. Top 5 Michael Jackson songs. Your top 5 Michael Jackson songs of all time.
Now, are we doing Michael Jackson by himself or Michael Jackson when he was singing with the Jackson 5 also?
You can go either way. Mike was the lead singer.
Facts.
True.
Facts.
You can go either way.
Dwayne, what you got, bro?
Tell us the rats like Lucky Charms instead of crack.
Top 5 Michael Jackson songs. Leave Me Alone, number 5. Number 4, Butterflies. Number 3, Man in the Mirror. Number 2, Lady in My Life. And number 1, PYT.
Young thing.
You dirty. You took everything. I'm just kidding.
It's Michael Jackson.
It's
impossible.
I know. That's why I said I'm just kidding.
What you got, Mike?
Go get the mic, though. You ain't got it yet. You good? You ready, Jose?
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Because I want to do some different ones than what he said. I'm gonna say PYT.
She said want to do something different. He said
Right,
he
and
started
they
off.
go start
with.
Did he say PYT?
The one
I'ma
that
scratch it
he
then.
ended with.
I didn't hear that.
The
I didn't hear
last
him
one that
say
he
it.
ended with, she came right back with it. I wasn't going to say nothing. I was just let it roll.
Blaming on the juice got me feeling. Blaming on the juice got me feeling loose. Okay, all right, because I didn't hear PYT. Okay. Let's.
Hear that, Frank? So it'll make it feel loose.
Right.
James.
All right, so let me see.
Bring with you.
So he said he already said that one. All right, shoot. Okay, You Are Not Alone. I used to love that one. Dirty Diana.
Mm-hmm.
What was the one? I'll be there. Just look over your shoulders, baby. Ooh. Yes. The Girl Is Mine. And I'm gonna go with Butterflies. Like I said, because Dwayne said 3 of my favorites, but I'm gonna go with Butterflies.
Mike, you ready?
Go on, Mike.
We stole
You want me
them.
to
We
go?
stole them.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I got Remember the Time. Scream.
Okay.
Annie, Are You Okay?
Nice.
Good one.
Black or White. And We Are the World.
Okay.
Mike.
Y'all be ready now, bro.
Type in,
Mike,
boy.
just say what you got.
Yeah.
Even if it's a repeat.
Even if it's a repeat.
Get the microphone.
Get
the microphone.
Get the mic. Going back to your 2.
Who are you talking about, Fredo?
I got Off the Wall, Man in the Mirror, Thriller, Beat It.
Dang.
That ain't all.
You made it
can't
into one-
even
you
do
made it into
bad.
one
You
song,
said 3.
didn't
You said
Right.
you only said 3.
What kind of run-on sentence was that?
Thriller, Man in the Mirror, Off the Wall. I need one
Off the
more.
Wall was an album.
It was a song.
It was a song too.
Okay.
And y'all, he pacing like he on camera.
Right.
He is literally.
Y'all made him
nobody see you.
nervous.
He on that same juice.
You got one more. What's the last one, Mike?
Just say you on that same juice.
Bad.
you on.
Right.
Bad.
The Jameson got us Jameson.
I want you back.
What's your last one, Mike?
I
act like
want to
you had
rock
it.
with you. Okay.
Oh my goodness
we'll let you say
gracious!
Oh, he got one.
Dancing Machine.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You reached
That's a
way
good
back into
one.
the recesses for that one.
You got teasy.
All right, number 5. I got Rockin' Robin.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Tweet.
I was hoping he didn't say it after you said it, but Rock With You. The Way You Make Me Feel.
Good one. Good one.
That was a good one. I'm gonna steal that pen though.
Say.
Oh yeah.
And of course, number 1 got to be Billie Jean.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe nobody said that.
I see they were staying away from the big dog.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Nobody wanted to have a repeat, so they stayed away from the big
Yeah,
dog.
stay away from the big ones, man. I was like, ooh, okay, nobody said those. Okay.
We got to stay away from the ones where they denying kids. I'm just being silly.
You're stupid. Wow.
He said that baby is not mine, but his eyes look like mine.
It's not mine, son.
He said he was creeping on the low, and that baby ain't his, but the baby look like him.
Liberian
Make it make
girl.
sense, Michael.
Frank said you've been tracking the cruise ship that is stranded and banned from docking near Cape Verde.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
said
that's
they
a big
add
news
it.
right
They
now.
call it a new virus, but all of the symptoms that they said was the same symptoms from any other virus. I was like, well, why
Yeah,
you
they
calling
won't
it
even let
something
them
new?
come- They're quarantining everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 passengers passed away already, but all the
So they
symptoms
gonna
they
quarantine
said,
until
I'm like,
everybody die.
I've
People
already
are
heard.
dying within 2 or 3 days.
3 people.
Yeah, 3 people
Ooh.
got the boat sitting out there in the water.
So what y'all think that is?
Terrible.
What they call it?
The hortavirus. Ooh.
Wow.
Like I said, they
They
named.
said it comes from
How did that get in the middle of
yeah,
Michael
said
Jackson?
It was rat droppings and stuff like
I
that.
was trying to read the post, read all the messages before I went to the top 5. All right, so
Dwayne.
mom got black or white, but that's just one. Come on, tell Zion pick you some more. Light skinned cutie got PYT, Man in the Mirror. They don't care about us.
That's a good one.
Really care about it.
Love the beat, man.
Yeah, that's tight beat. What was I at? Let's see. They don't care about us. Billie Jean and You Are Not Alone. Arnalina got ABC. I Want You Back. Good one. Man in the Mirror. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. And Rockin' Robin. Frank got Rock With You. She said go up hours first. That's all I see is black or white. I don't see nothing else.
And he got his glasses
Must have
on,
disappeared.
so he can see it today.
Yeah, it's not on there.
You stupid. Ain't got his glasses.
I don't see him.
He said go
I
up.
went up. She said she was first. All I got is black or white. That's all I see. Just repost it because I don't see it. Frank has Rock With You, Liberian Girl.
fan of
Oh,
him.
good one, Frank.
Liberian Girl is a
Girl.
great one.
Heartbreak
I got the fan
Hotel,
right here on the side.
Human
Oh.
Nature,
Because I
Yeah.
say,
and The Lady in My Life. Nice.
Yeah, I had
nice.
a lady in my life. I didn't roll with that one.
I know. I told him, man. You gotta
Stop
tell
all
him
that crying over there. I don't see it. I'm gonna have to repost it. I don't see it. While she's doing that, I'm gonna try to say something nobody. Did anybody say Smooth Criminal?
No.
Smooth
Wait, is that
Criminal.
the same as Annie? Are you okay? I think it is.
Smooth.
It
Yeah,
is.
it is. Yeah.
The
I just can't remember the real name.
Earth Song.
Smooth criminal. Yeah. Did it?
Sure is.
Sure is.
Somebody said Dirty Diana, right?
Yeah.
I did.
Want to be starting something?
Yeah. No one said that.
Want to be starting something?
I had that one down. I just wrote it
Um,
down.
Somebody say Remember the Time?
Yep, she said that.
Remember?
Somebody said ABC, but still gotta be one of mine. And She's Out of My Life.
Hantavirus?
Nobody said that one, did they?
Oh.
I don't think nobody said She's Out of My
I
Life.
had to say Dirty Diana because, you know, all the allegations that then came out
True.
against Diana.
Speaking of which, is that kid their son? Did you see that?
So have
Diana's
you seen the movie?
voice?
Did you go see the movie yet?
No.
Not yet.
That look just like
Y'all seen the movie?
Not yet.
Yeah, he just basically because some people were saying that they didn't like it or whatever. Spike put them in their place, but hey,
No, they said she wasn't in
she
there.
wasn't in it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Janet wasn't playing with it.
No, she
refused.
made them pull her out of there.
Yeah, her and Diana
She didn't like
Ross.
how she basically they didn't come to her as a contributor. They basically let Jermaine do most of it, and Janet felt like she was the closest person to Mike, and so she had a problem with it. They offered her $5 million, and obviously Janet ain't hurting for money, so she turned it down. She's like, no, pull me out.
Yeah.
I don't think they even mentioned her name for what I heard.
Didn't mention her name
Throughout the whole movie?
throughout the whole movie.
How you do a whole Michael Jackson movie and don't mention his sister?
Did not mention her name. Diana Ross.
They
They didn't mention Diana Ross.
Diana Ross pulled herself out
She
too.
pulled herself out. But it was still spectacular. Yeah, man. That
Yeah.
movie. I saw
But the
it
drama
twice.
been following Diana, even if she ain't in there.
I saw it twice,
You saw it twice?
back to back.
I'm
Speaking
gonna
of
have
mental
to
health,
see it.
man. Real quick before we close out, this kid that's 6'5" that's missing. You see that story?
Yeah, it's over in my way.
Do you believe that he's missing or did he run away? And the reason I ask that question is because when I listened to the press conference from the family, and the uncle was saying, "Just come home, nobody's in trouble."
Yep.
And I was like, "That's not what you usually say to somebody
What's
that's
that's missing?
missing."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds like somebody dipped.
That left.
Even
Yeah.
if he ran away.
And he said he left his phone.
Yes.
He left his phone, so that was intentional, I believe.
6'5" and he's 14.
Something like that.
Yeah.
14.
How do you hide? That's the only thing I'm trying to figure out. If somebody ain't took you,
I say either
Can't hide a 6'5".
they don't like his relationship with some female.
that's my point.
Some female got a hold of him,
Got caught everywhere.
and they weren't pleased with the relationship. So it might be an older
Older
woman,
woman. 6'5". Yeah.
or some coach got a hold of him. You know what I mean? Maybe 6'5", he probably a b-ball player. Probably
Yeah.
got.
When I saw 6'5", so wait, they said he was 14. I said, same, 6'5". Wow. But yeah, you're right. That press conference, it was
Actually, Gladys Knight who found
the way he
discovered
said it.
Jackson's.
You know, it was like they knew he left and they know the reason why he left.
That's how I heard it.
Yeah. Matter of
Well,
fact,
missing doesn't mean kidnapped.
I need
right?
to-
It just means they haven't seen the family hasn't seen it.
Right.
yeah, I want to. They've been doing it a lot on my Nextdoor app. I need to check that out. I don't think I saw nothing today. I saw something yesterday. It was like they still hadn't seen them or whatever. So, hey, Jose, go on, let people know where you at.
I'm at Jose Sunray on everything, GYZAY Sunray. Follow me so you can see where I'm at. I always post all the events that's coming up, even if it's not my event. You know, you just want to get out of the house. Make sure you follow me.
And before you go, number one, the Gladys Knight angle of she was the one that discovered the Jacksons. If it is Gladys Knight, they pulled her out too, because the young lady that they showed that actually discovered them and talked to Joe and gave Joe her card, her name wasn't Gladys Knight. I can't remember exactly what the name was, but I Googled her when I was looking at it the second time.
She's the lady that I know you're talking about.
But she was at a show, and
You know, she's a powerful woman.
and
But
she
she the one who, you know, she was influential in Will Smith's career.
okay.
If you look at the Fresh Prince, her name is on the credits. What was that lady's name? I heard that story.
because the unsung heroes that they don't talk about enough is his bodyguard and that young lady that actually walked up and was talking about his voice and gave the card to Joe. And then when they showed up supposedly at Motown the first time they was doing a recording session, Barry Gordy looked over at her and he looked at her and was like, yeah, you're right. And she was like, I told you. And they didn't say, it wasn't Gladys. But Gladys Knight they put Gladys like they did. Diana Ross was the first one to supposedly introduce them to a television audience, I think. But what they did is they let Gladys Knight be the person that brought them out on stage after they had signed or whatever. I did see that. That was in the movie, but the movie is dope, man. And there will be a part 2. Because at the end of it, they said the story continues.
That's her name.
That's, yep.
Suzanne
Yep.
DePaz.
Yep.
Frank,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Fredo
Yes.
came with the info.
Frank, not Fredo. Suzanne DePaz. But yeah, she was
Frank.
Frank, oh,
Said
sorry,
Fredo.
Frank Davis.
she was Suzanne DePaz is a bad woman.
Hey, man.
Suzanne DePaz, she got it. If you look at not every, but a lot of black shows in the 80s and 90s, she's
name
part
was
of
right there.
Yeah, she was. She was right. Like
she discovered
was she
so
married to
many
Barry
people.
Gordy
Yeah.
or one of them?
Yeah. She discovered so many people. And she's like the coordinator on a lot of those movies. She's she's the person that picked the people to play certain roles and all that stuff. Yeah, she's a powerful woman back in the day. Number one fan got Stop the Love, Ben, good one. Gone Too Soon. That's 3. Mom, I still don't see yours. I'm sorry. It's not on my screen. Good deal.
Yeah,
Jose, what about you? Tell them how to follow you.
she did
Oh,
already.
she already did.
It's my
Said
turn.
Jose, but I'm looking right at you, Christy.
Me,
My bad.
Christy Gaynell. All things IG, Facebook, all the things Christy Gaynell, Christy, CHRISTY, Gaynell, GAYNELL. I hardly ever post, but when I do, it's spectacular.
You performing while you're in Atlanta?
I am. I've been trying to get this person to tell me I have a Mother's Day show on Sunday, so I am gonna post that when I find out where the fuck it is. I've been texting him all day trying to get him to send me the info. And then I'll also, probably do an Uptown event because I gotta bless the Uptown.
You in town?
I gotta bless the Uptown stage when I'm in town, and yeah, that's probably. And I'll
Repost it, man, so I can read it. You say you see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. Did anybody else see it?
Let me
I don't see it. Not on my
Let me
screen.
go
I
to-
haven't seen it. I think I'm gonna do Thursday
After
night.
Frank vibe. Yes. Honestly, I don't think I read was black or white. I don't see nothing else.
Dirty Diana.
Do the microphone so she can hear you, so I don't get fussed out.
Police and thank you. She said it's after Frank's virus.
Yeah, I see. Billie Jean, Black or White, Bad, Thriller, Beat It, and Dirty Diana.
The Love You
She
Save.
came with the hitters.
You came with the hitter.
And the
came
Love
with
You
it.
Save may be
Listen, did y'all
around.
know that Jermaine and Randy had kids by the same woman?
No.
So
That's aggressive.
So they're
She
cousins.
said that's aggressive.
They're cousins and brothers and sisters.
They fell out behind that though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't speak for years. I did hear that part, that they didn't speak for years because I didn't know they was kids. I thought they married the same woman. Like one of them.
One of them had children by her. Then she got married to the next one.
Oh wow.
And had kids by the next one too. That's hey man.
You my
that's,
sister, cousin, brother.
that's dirty
Well.
Diana.
But just say how do you feel about the fact that Jermaine Jackson is 70 years old now, and he's married to a 20-something-year-old woman.
If he want to pay for it, let him pay for it, because that's all you doing.
them tires. Get
Because
them
there,
tires,
there
girl.
is no 20-year-old. There is no 20-year-old.
Lo, you're better than that.
Y'all seen Christy steal from me.
Yeah.
It's probably good because I'm kind of
I know. I was helping you
I'm
out.
kind of lit. Yeah.
Well,
That's what friends are for.
No.
That's what
This
friends
I'm
are for.
asking. Let me ask you this: How do you feel about?
Fuck
I
no.
think
Why
the
is he
woman-
doing with the 20-year-old? That's ridiculous. He can't do
It's
like
not
that.
him.
He got kids older than that. He got 40-year-old kids.
But it's
Why
not
he got
him.
a
It's
20-year-old
her.
wife?
It's her
That's
because
not her. She's stupid. She's 20. She don't know nothing.
exactly.
He should
How
know
do you
better.
feel about Alejandra
You
or
stupid.
Azize having children by brothers?
Who?
The woman that had the children with Randy and Jermaine.
Here's what she did.
I mean, she doubled her income.
She was trying to keep it in the family, okay? He didn't want to marry her, and he had a baby with her. She said, you know what? Your brother
was like,
adores me.
Why get one Jackson child support when
Exactly.
I could get two?
Exactly.
Okay.
Them women, they stay. I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't even find your brother attractive if I got a baby by you.
Have a baby by me, baby, and
And
be a millionaire.
Come
But back
on.
then, there's 1,000 there back
Come
then,
on.
but yeah. All right, man.
She saw
Not with the
potential.
Jacksons, you think so?
Yeah,
you might be right.
1,000
You
was
might
worth
be right.
$1 million
Them
back then,
Jacksons
though.
wasn't making money like
I
that.
mean, Jermaine came out solo for a minute. Like, he was popping
Yeah,
for
it
like
was
half
for
a
a minute.
second before Michael went solo.
I don't know. Use the word popping.
Yeah, it
Now,
was a-
you
it was a
know-
For
minute.
half a second, he was popping.
JT, you
Yeah,
know I'm always for the women. She was probably down and feeling bad about the breakup. And here comes Jermaine.
Yeah.
Looking just
Predator.
like,
Captain
look,
Predatory.
Sable.
looking just like
Predatory.
he looked today. Back then,
Predatory with them slick down side, you know, all of that.
Let me see your pen, Lo.
Serious talk. You gotta be safe on that road. Copy that.
Thank you. Checkpoints.
Thursday night
Go to mine.
we had KOD open mic with Destiny. Friday we got Young Gunners of Comedy. I always laugh when they say the Young Gunners because none of them jokers are young.
Right.
Um,
And they don't look young either.
Saturday night we got the Blues and
shots.
Comedy Tour. It's gonna be real dope. Gonna have blues music artists performing. Dutch is hosting. J. Lee Thomas headlining.
Oh,
And then Sunday we had Traditions Mother's Day clean comedy show with weight ball.
I'm gonna have to come
And
to all
Jay
of
Lee
that.
and the violinist Kim String. So it's gonna be a dope event at both locations this weekend for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy
Yes.
Mother's Day, ladies.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, especially to mine and my Aunt Elena. Happy birthday again to Trista. That's all I got, JT.
And if it's anybody out there that wants to buy me tickets to any of the shows and some tires, you gotta be tires with that. Hit me up.
My Cash App. My Cash App is
Be in the
also at
DMs.
Christy Gaynell. If anybody wants to send me some Mother's Day money for drinks and food and gifts.
open.
That's right.
Just say
Cat Christy
open.
Gaynell at Cash
I am.
App. $.
I'm opening my
Christy Gaynell.
heart.
Stupid.
Hey, I
Set
actually
open.
today I just found out that a movie that I did with Sister JJ actually dropped on wobbletv.com. It's
Oh,
a
wow.
movie called When Life Happens. I promise you, I seriously had forgotten about it, but I actually play a drug dealer loan shark. It's crazy, man. I looked at the movie, saw my BMW, and I had 2 female bodyguards. It was dope. It was pretty fly in that joint. I really like that. I had to go look at it again. But yeah, on wobbletv.com, you have to register. It don't cost anything, but it's called When Life Happens. Yeah, check me out up there if you get a chance. Yeah, that's going to do it, man. I don't have anything else coming up, anything else going on right now. You know, still waiting on Country Wayne. I guess my beard ain't long enough yet, so we'll get that going as soon as they ready. And that's going to do it, man. Again, like, as Angelo said, happy Mother's Day to anyone that is watching this right now and anyone that watches it in the future. And if it's already passed, happy Mother's Day after to you. And that's gonna do it for us, man.
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh yes, we're glad that you in town next. Oh no, you probably be.
I
you
won't
say
be in
6
town
days.
next
Yeah,
week.
you be gone.
But when I come back,
Yeah.
I'll stop by.
Gas ain't stop you.
No, nothing can stop me.
That's right.
I'm unstoppable, baby.
Come on. Unstoppable.
Special Classic Conversation tomorrow, y'all. Check us out. We'll tag you when it comes on. Special event tomorrow. So
Gonna be fire.
join us tomorrow. We got another big interview tomorrow with the one and only Mr. Michael Collier.
Oh, wow.
Looking forward to that.
I love me some Michael.
Fire.
Gonna be super
fire.
dope.
Yes, it is. So that'll do it for us, man. We out. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And Jose.
And we out.
Christy Gaynell.
Peace.
Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is going. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.